is up, everybody? Welcome to the stream. I'm Brea Thorn. How the heck are we doing? I am happy to be here tonight. I was almost going to be late. Had a lot going on today. Goodness. But we're here and we're ready to go. Sometimes I just I'm going and I'm like, I got to beeline it to stream. We had a lot going on today, but it's all good. We're here and some fun stuff came in the mail. I'm very excited about it. We got some new Pokemon things. But, I wish I could start off by saying I've got great PC hardware news. But spoiler alert, no, I don't. I don't have that. We're doing the best we can in terms of that. But at least, Pokemon stuff. This is why I needed that distraction. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Chris, how you doing? Oh, Chris took off and shall return. YT Jr., how you doing? Welcome. And Seven Coltrane, what's going on? How you doing? I'm excited to get it. I hope I get to find somebody some PC stuff today and wade through the nonsense and try to find something for them if anyone needs help. Click the link in the description if you're in the YouTube chat, or check out what's up. I'll say hi to you guys in Twitch here in just a second. But first, there you go. If you're in Twitch chat, there's a link for you. Fill out the form, and there you go. WX fan, how's it going? Welcome. That was Power Rangers like music. It kind of is. What's up, Bone Shock? How's it going? What's going on, WX? Good to see you. Hydrate. Sure. Yes. There we go. Delicious. Okay. What's going on, Steve? How are you doing? Welcome in. Yeah. So I got a couple things in to add into the wheel. But we are, regardless, going to break into this as a separate thing. This is Nihil Zero, the newest set from Japan. This is the newest Japanese set. This is not Ascended Heroes, which is the newest English set, because we've already opened Ascended Heroes. That's what this box was. This was we've opened Mega Dreams EX, which is most of Ascended Heroes. We have not gotten actual Ascended Heroes stuff in. I have some on the way. Just the tech sticker packs, blister packs that they released. We're waiting on those ETBs. I pre-ordered 3 ETBs. We'll see if we get those anywhere near the 20th of February launch date. Angry Beaver, what's up? Welcome. Shanala, how's it going? I have a new PC in-house. Still getting my files ready to move over, so I haven't opened it yet. Had a bit of an oopsie and needed to recover my external hard drive. Ooh. Yeah, be sure you do that. But I'm glad it arrived. And if the box, I'm sure if the box was all beat up, you would have said something. But hey, there you go. I guess it arrived just fine. Let me just get this stuff all set up here. Bam, bam. There that is. There that is. Okay. For those who don't know, there's no content yet, although we were close to having the first long form video ready, which is the card show I went to in Vegas. But then we're going to whip up a ton of shorts, so we have a big backlog of shorts before we officially launch the channel. But it's up there if you want to follow. If you want to follow the Pokemon journey and be a part of that on YouTube, that is going to be Breathorn EX on YouTube. Go check that out. I might put a link in the description for the streams on YouTube, just so that I don't have to have you search, because it's not coming up in search yet. Don't know why, but it's just Breathorn with EX at the end. Excited to get my Brave PC and my Brave merch. Yes. Exiled Wolf, what's up? Welcome. How's my volume levels? Perfect. And a little loud on that side. Hold up. What the heck? Why is it doing that? Okay. It was really loud on the YouTube side. All right, that's better. Okay, we want to be at around neg 40 dB. Pokebreak Trainers Unite. Thank you, Angry Beaver. Here, I'll put the link in there if you haven't followed it yet. Here we go. It is... I might change that to Brayathorn.ex just in the link, but no, it's fine. Like if you look at the, I actually went through, I set up Instagram, Twitter, TikTok. I changed my already existing Brayathorn account to Brayathorn.ex. That's just going to be the only thing I post is just going to be the Pokemon stuff on TikTok. I'm not a big fan of TikTok, but if you are, hey, I'm not judging you, and I'm going to be posting content there. And I just went out and made every Brayathorn EX account I could. And that's something I recommend for you guys to do if you're trying to do content creation. Try to nab all the accounts you can with a legit name of whatever your channel is. But yeah, that's the... Let me see if that works. It does. That takes you to the new channel. 8 subscribers. Hey, look at that. Did you say cookies? Were you trying to say cookies, WX fan? Why are you censoring that? It's not a bad word. Jasper's finally pulled my man Piplup, sent him to get graded. Nice. Wasn't me. I don't know about all that. So, what I added to the Wheel Wednesday wheel was this. This came in. Hydreigon EX and Dragapult EX premium collection. This thing is nuts. This thing's got Hydreigon EX and Dragapult EX cards. And then I think 2 large cards, but those don't really do much. And then I think 10 booster packs. 10 booster packs. That would be a big hit for the Wheel Wednesday thing. But whenever I get those, I try to save them for that because it keeps it a little more exciting. But yes, Nihil Zero is in the house. The new Japanese set. Really excited. Brayathorn.cookies. Oh, okay. Yeah, if you do that, it's going to think it's a link, and links are blocked. Sorry. KCE Rock, what's up? Welcome. But yeah, Jaspers, congrats on the Piplup pull. I'm really excited about this. I was actually kind of disappointed with Inferno X because I was used to Mega Dreams EX, which is the like high class box or whatever, which every pack had an EX in it, an EX card of one Pokemon or another, and the hit rates were amazing. This was okay, but like, and we did get the Yamper out of it, which was awesome. That Yamper card is really, really good in terms of like just being a really cute card for that Pokemon in the Pokedex. I'm hoping the hit rates on, because this is similar to this one, where it is an inexpensive booster box because it's 30 packs of 5 cards each. So this is 30 packs of 5 cards each. We're going to check this out. I've seen a bunch of people opening a bunch of these, and they're very, very good. I don't try to get a case of this or a case of that. That's like me getting too much product. I think everyone should be able to get their hands on product. So I just bought one of these, but I don't think it wasn't very expensive. I think it was like, even though it has a lot of stuff in it, it was like maybe for a booster box, like $80 is really cheap. Even for a non-English product. I mean, like that's one of the reasons it's a little cheaper, but personally, I like getting Japanese product, Chinese Pokemon products. It's just different because there'll sometimes be exclusive cards, like exclusive art just for those markets. And like, why can't I have that? It's because it's exclusive. That's why. But I mean, they do ship it here, I guess. So whatever, like someone ships it here. So I'll buy it. I'm sure it's cheaper there, of course, but what are you going to do? But yeah, so what we're going to do is I'm going to do kind of like I did with Inferno X. I'm going to do a mega pack of this where I get 10 packs and we rip all of them and stack them a certain way where we're not looking at them. We stack them a certain way to where the rarest cards are all at the back. And then we just go through it like it's a single 50 card pack. And then we'll save the other 20 packs for the wheel. And if y'all forgot what the wheel looks like, well, here's the how things look when I'm ripping cards. And then here is our wheel. There it is. There it is. I wish I had a way that I could like spin it here, just like that, but maybe I can kind of fake it. But no, I have to click at the same time. So yeah, that doesn't really work. Hi. Sorry. I forgot where I was and what I was doing. Okay. What's up, Michelle Melton? How's it going? Welcome in. But yeah, so if you're here to get help on PC stuff, please sign up now and don't just sign up and not say anything. I'm looking at you. Don't do that. You got to say something in chat. Like if you're on YouTube side, you got to say at Brayathorn, I'm on the list. If you're watching on Twitch, it's a little easier there because Twitch, I don't know, I guess. There's an emote for you that just says, I'm on the list. Just use that emote. WX, I got to ask you. Did you have you okay? There, if you look in the tournament Discord, there are most of the clips there are a little bit funny, or they're like cool plays that people did. I now have, I think, 2 clips of a race that I'm doing comms on where they clipped it because of me. One time it was on purpose funny, I guess. I mean, it was just, I was in the moment. The other time it was not on purpose funny. And there's a reason on my Rodecaster Pro 2, there is a dark smart button here that does nothing. And it's because it used to be my air horn button and I accidentally hit that. Yeah. It was pretty funny. But yeah, I want to know if you saw the one from the race with Caffeine Daydream and Jax that was posted recently, to where Caffeine Daydream is now has a new soundbite to use. I kind of want to show this one to chat, honestly, but maybe not. I don't know. So I don't know. Okay, chat. How familiar are you guys with Super Metroid? Some of y'all are. You've watched me play it, mostly on the Twitch side because I don't do gaming stuff on the YouTube side. On this channel, anyways. That's what the other channel is going to be for. Oh yeah, I should be streaming that on that channel. Actually, that's going to be cool. Because my whole plan was only to stream on Twitch when I'm doing the gaming stuff because it's not tech stuff, but I have the new channel. I can totally stream on there once I get that set up. Anyways, how familiar are you guys with Super Metroid? Hello? Chat, are you asleep? Hello? Okay, I think my chat fell asleep. There's not a lot of people here. It's okay. It's okay. I think what happened was I immediately got into talking about Pokemon, and I think for some people, they're like not as into it. And I feel like I might be ostracizing some of my audience with that. I'm sorry, guys. You got to understand, it is so fatiguing to be in the like a PC centric tech content creator right now because of bad news after bad news after bad news after bad news, and the extra difficulty in helping people. I needed some way to sort of get a break from that between helping people, and the Pokemon card thing went really well. So I'm like, I'm gonna do a channel on it. Sorry. Like 7 out of 10 played it, but only once. Okay. Is it something about, I know I changed my title. Maybe it's the title of the stream. I don't know. What's up, Turdog? How's it going? Welcome. So there's this thing with a very central concept, a core concept of the tournament that I've been doing commentary for, which is I have been on a little bit of a break from. I usually will do Wednesday through Saturdays where I do commentary. Basically, like I'll do at least one a day during those times. But anyway, there was one I did recently. Well, there's a core concept to Super Metroid map randomizers, map randos, is that the map is randomized. Like it's different. It's scrambled up and mixed up. So you can accidentally go through a right side door, which I guess to you would be like, you can go through a door heading right. It's confusing. I'm pointing left right now, but to you, I'm pointing stage right. That's how stage right and stage left works, because your perception is what matters there. You go through a door like that, and then you enter into Mother Brain's room, like the final boss of the game, from behind Mother Brain. Now, if you do that when the glass around Mother Brain is still intact, you can't do anything. But if you went in from the other side and you broke that glass, but like, oh no, I'm out of ammo, I need to go refill ammo. If you break the glass completely, you can refill on ammo and come in from the backside there, and then finish off Mother Brain that way. Mother Brain 1, phase 1. And then you have to face Mother Brain phase 2. So somebody was doing that. And you don't necessarily see it. The chat is not everywhere in the clip. You can only see one or two chats at a time. But I said something. It's not my own original thought. Someone else has. It's been said before that that's what you're doing when you enter from that side of the Mother Brain room to face Mother Brain 1. But they kind of know me for doing vocal effects like this whenever something big happens. You know, like your Super Smash Brothers announcer guy voice. Chilling, setting up some stuff for Elite Dangerous. Nice. It's been forever since I played Elite Dangerous. Never played it with like actual good hardware for it in terms of like control surfaces and all that stuff. But very cool. As a really cool game. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to bring up that clip just so you can hear this. So you can experience the moment as if you were there. And maybe it'll get some of y'all to want to join in and watch some of these. Oh, WX, I'm sorry. I didn't see your DM there. I will DM you back. Oh, by the way, WX, you have... I don't know if you're still here, actually. No. No, WX fan is not here. Okay. Anyway. I do need to talk to him about something about that, though. But clips and highlights, there we go. All right. Cap. 1 second. I love Pokemon, but you lost me with Super Metroid. It's like Castlevania, right? Quit joking around, buddy. What do you think Metroidvania means? Yes, it's kind of, yes. They have, that's why they call them Metroidvanias, because they have similar core concepts, essentially. Huge map area with and you like sort of find areas that you cannot proceed through until you find a certain item. You go find that item, you backtrack, and you proceed that way. Yes, that's why, and randomizers work really well for that because it can assist in sequence breaking. But here we go. Make sure you guys can hear this. Okay, Calf has got the backshot option. I shouldn't. No, that's not how. No, I'm sorry, but that is. No, it's just the glass is all right. So someone in chat says, "Okay, we need that with effects." I was like, "Let's move on from that one."
This is going to be really close, but between both of our runners.
Oh my God, this is crazy. Yes, all right, fine. Caffeine Daydream going for the mother brain backshots. There you go. There. So now that's apparently Caffeine Daydream will be using that as a sound clip in their stream. That's yeah. Metroidvania really took off after Castlevania Symphony of the Night. I mean, that was half of it, yes. The other half, as the name might imply, is Metroid. Super Metroid is the quintessential Metroidvania. Are they doing speedruns? No, they are competing with each other in map randos. So they both get the same map. That was a request. So they basically get the same map rando seed, but they've never played through it before. So there's a lot of blinding. There's a lot of trying to figure things out. It's new puzzles every time. Basically, it's very, very cool. And there's a whole best of 3 tournament going on with 64 competitors in this huge community, and it is very cool. A total of 126 best of 3 races. Crazy. There's 4 brackets. It's crazy. It's very cool. But yeah, so that's what happened there. Anyways, just wanted to share that with you. But yeah, basically the 2 games that most influenced the Metroidvania genre are Super Metroid and Castlevania Symphony of the Night. People who are fans of Castlevania Symphony of the Night will be like, yeah, that's where it started. And people who are that maybe even if they haven't played Super Metroid, people who are fans of Super Metroid who haven't really played Castlevania Symphony of the Night will be like, yeah, it started with Super Metroid. Most people have played both because if you like Metroidvanias, you'll very likely enjoy both of those. Of course, there was an ad break while I went over all that. Here, I'm going to do something real quick. What's up, Braxton? Hey, Bray, I was watching Burnt Peanut. That cat is so funny. Braxton, it's not a cat. It's a peanut. It's in the name. I know, I'm kidding. I'm just joking with you. Yeah. I heard most of it. All good. Nothing like getting an ad for Twitch Turbo. Boy, that works on all levels, doesn't it? You're advertising it while also demonstrating why people might want it. But yeah, For those who are like, I've never heard of Super Metroid. It's literally one of the top rated Super Nintendo games ever, and considered by many to be one of the greatest video games ever made. Like it is that good. It's one of those things that like a lot you could have missed it, especially if you're younger, right? I played it as a kid when it came out in 1994. See the gray in the beard? Yeah. Super Metroid is my number 2 SNES game all time. Okay, so we're thinking what? Chrono Trigger, Donkey Kong Country, Final Fantasy. Well, they would call it Final Fantasy 3 or Final Fantasy 2, which would be Final Fantasy 3 would be Final Fantasy 6 in the global market. Which one? What's Link to the Past number 1? Nice. Well, Turdog, you might be interested in the SMZ3, which is a combination randomizer that melds the worlds of Link to the Past and Super Metroid. Link to the Past is probably still my favorite Legend of Zelda game of all time. While everyone was all talking up Ocarina of Time, I was like, this game looks ugly. Like, sure, it's an advancement in the tech, and they had so many challenges that they faced pretty well, that they solved pretty well for being such an like the first 3D Zelda game. But like, it's the first 3D Zelda game. It was never gonna look good. It was never gonna run that well. It was never gonna be like perfect controls. Link to the Past was what, the third Zelda game. They were like very well into the 2D Zelda formula. Like they figured it out. So yeah, Link to the Past is better than Ocarina of Time. Ocarina of Time, to me, like never felt great to play. It didn't feel good to play. Link to the Past felt great. Anybody could sit down and play the hell out of that game. You want to tell your grandma to try and play Ocarina of Time? No. Why are there 3 handles on this thing? I got 2 hands. Yeah, that's right. The N64 handle was the controller was weird. Changed my mind. Link to the Past is a masterpiece and my favorite Zelda game, period, and I will die on that mountain. The only reason that I would hesitate to say it's my favorite Zelda game, period, because it is. I'm pretty sure it is. But the Wild era are so different that to me they don't really compare with each other. It is so vastly different from the formula. It breaks the formula. But Link to the Past introduced, like in every Zelda game, you have callbacks to Link to the Past. Every single one. A lot of the themes that we enjoy now were not in Zelda 1. They were in Zelda 3, essentially. Castlevania has a show on Netflix and newer games plus content in Dead by Daylight, so it might just be why I know it better. Thank you for explaining Super Metroid. Well, as far as media, there's not much for Metroid. But in terms of newer games, no, they don't. Metroid Dread 4 is newer than most. Like, there isn't a Castlevania game that comes close to being as new as the very recently launched Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. So not really with the newer games. And Super Smash Brothers, Samus, Zero Suit Samus, and also regular Samus. Like, so there you go. And no Samus in Dead by Daylight, unfortunately. Nintendo does not like to lend out their characters. Don't get me wrong. I love Castlevania. I really do. Wait, that is the same Metroid? Samus, yes. Yeah, that's Samus Aran is the name of the character. Of course, there's the memes. Why can't Metroid crawl? Metroid is a girl? Yeah, all that. Yes, that's the same Metroid. Yes, it is. Metroid Dread. Came out years ago, yes, but for the Switch. Metroid Dread, one of the greatest games one of the best It's 2D. It is 2D. One of the greatest 2D platformers of all time. Changed my mind. I'm happy to hear you know it. Metroid, in terms of Nintendo properties, has had its ups and downs, which is unfortunate because it's such a good like setting. It's largely inspired by like the Alien franchise, right? And if you want to see some of the best pixel art that they ever made for the Super Nintendo, Super Metroid has it. It's so good. It is so good. It's really good. And the way that it flows, the way the movement goes, it's so good. Yeah. Metroid Prime games I have played. Well, that's the same Metroid. What's up, Peckish? How's it going? Okay. I guess I'll do some of this. I got to check let me check the form. I don't think anyone's, I don't know if anyone's filled it out because no one has said I'm on the list or that I have filled out the form. So I have to assume no one has done it. Well, it certainly appears as though someone filled out the form, but they didn't say anything, nothing in chat, like at all. So, are you here? Whenever I open stream, it's only Pokemon. Well, Peckish, if I don't have someone to help, I could be sitting here complaining about the PC industry, but I'd rather rip Pokemon cards because it makes me happy, and I need that a little bit right now. It is extremely stressful to obsess over the PC landscape that is completely falling apart right in front of our eyes. So, if you want, I don't want to have us just wallow in the bad news here. We got to have something else to do. The thing is, guys, if you're ever like, hey, I know someone who can help you out with their PC stuff, whenever you're telling them that, just make sure that they know, like, oh, also, you might go into stream and he might be doing Pokemon stuff. Like, okay, that's it. That's all I got to say. If they came in and they were like, what is this guy who's ripping Pokemon? I don't care about this. This is not the computer guy, I guess. Just let them know that I do that now, too, because that's just like, again, I'm not just going to sit here and just rant the whole stream. I'm sure some of y'all out there would be down for that. My vocal cords would not. Jack of all trades, how's it going? Proud to say I invested in retro again after so many years. I'm in the middle of Super Metroid and bought Link to the Past and Chrono Trigger. Missed out on those games as a kid. Well, Jack of all trades, if you really like those games after you've played them, there is a rich, a huge culture around making those games like new, and that has to do with randomizing them a bit. And if you're like, but I don't like randomizers. Okay, let's explore that a little bit. Like, why are they significant? Well, what I would say there is there are people who have played these games a lot, and one of the things that worked for previous games, they couldn't do the crazy graphical stuff you do now that somehow has replaced good gameplay. They just had to have really good gameplay. So they had some of the best controls, some of the best movement, some of the best just gameplay elements and enemies and all of these things. And if you really like those things, if you played those games as a kid and you really love those things, or you even play them now as an adult, but you just play the regular game, imagine taking some of those elements, like the movement, the visuals, all of that, and making it a new puzzle every time that you get to play it for the first time again. That is the essence of a randomizer. That is what it does. And it is pretty much infinite. I mean, you can just roll as many seeds as you want, and the logic will figure out, okay, how can we make this difficult but allow them to finish the game one way or another? Like, there has to be a logical path to finishing the game, but we're changing things up. It's just very cool. Oh, yeah, that is funny. You have to put Araxinus, if you want to type something out like that, you put /me and hit space and then type out whatever you want. That's how that works. Back in those days, you played SNES. Yeah, Earthbound was a great game. You played SNES for shooters and action games and RPGs, and the Genesis for sports games. Yeah. Although there were some, I mean, you had Sonic on Genesis, so that, like, there's your action platformer right there. But yeah. But okay, so Pokemon, gotta catch them all. Indeed, PFam, what's up? Welcome. Glad to hear such a community exists. Yes. It is really, really cool. It is very cool. I personally think that Super Metroid is just the best. The best randomizer is the map randomizer for Super Metroid. Randomizes all the items, the rooms in the maps, because of the way the map works. It really allowed them to build something. And the team that put together the randomizer for this spent years on it and continue to develop it to where, and then they have leaderboards and seasons. We're in season 4 right now in a massive tournament. And it is so cool that it just exists and keeps this game that I loved since I was a kid, keeps it going. It makes it fresh. And now I get to yell into a microphone as some of the best players in the world that are speedrunners, map rando players that have become really, really good at it, that get to go up on the stage at GDQ events, Games Done Quick events, and raise money for charity. If you've never looked into this stuff, oh my God, some of y'all out there are the target audience for this, and you just don't know it yet. But yeah, okay. Let's make some content until I see that someone did fill out the form, but they have not said anything yet. Trin Games, just letting you know, if you just, oh, that was yesterday. They weren't here. They're not here now. It was yesterday. Okay. Well, look, if y'all fill out the form, you do have to tell me. Okay? That's not weird. You let me know you're here and that you fill out the form. I'm not going to sit staring at it like the whole time. Yeah, I used to run map randos on my Twitch stream every Sunday, or not every Sunday, but for a while, for multiple Sundays, I was doing it because whenever I want to relax, that's what I play. Other than like other games sometimes, but I'll generate a random seed, like it's on a new game basically, and just go from there. And you have so many ways you can adjust it and change it, add starting items. So like you want to start with plasma beam, bam, there you go. Start with plasma beam, however you want to do it. There's different levels of difficulty for the logic that will assume that you know this trick or that trick or none or no tricks at all. If you're just getting into it, it is so cool. Anyways, this is what we're doing now. I need to make sure my lighting is good because I turned off that ring light. My ceiling camera setup, my top-down camera setup is cool, but the reflection was insane because I basically have a ring light mounted to kind of an arm coming down, and then a camera that drops through that ring light and points straight down. So there's even lighting everywhere. But when it's something like this plastic, it was just really annoying. Or shiny cards, which is what we're trying to get, is shiny cardboard, right? So, 1 second. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that last part there. There we go. Now you know why my camera disappears, as if I don't already tell y'all. Vaping's bad for you, okay? All right. You know, this looks nice and even. What do we think? The lighting looks... So the light's over here now to the side. So I can have this flat right here. And other than shadows, if I put my hands over it, which I shouldn't do, it looks pretty good, I think. And I'm really excited for this. So we're going to do one where we're just opening Nihil Zero. We're going to do a mega pack. So it's going to be 10 packs of 5 cards each. It's going to be fun. We're having fun. We need to raise this up a little bit in terms of brightness. 1 second. Okay. And if you're like, why does he turn off the music? It's because this is being recorded for content for that channel, for the Pokemon channel, which if you want to follow it, it's almost the same name. It's Brayathorn EX, which if you know Pokemon cards at all, will make a lot of sense. And it's not just going to be for ripping Pokemon packs. That would be boring, I think. Maybe. I think I'm not really entertaining enough or knowledgeable for that yet. Knowledgeable enough for that yet. I need to, I need to see what works for the channel, but I'm also going to be adding in some gaming stuff for that. Like, playing. There's a lot of Pokemon games I've never played. So throwing those in there and then playing randomizers for those, Nuzlocks, ROM hacks, things like that will be a lot of fun. The shadow bothers me. I might need to get another light on this side just to give it a little bit more even lighting, but then I'll get more shadow here. That's just how that goes. Okay. Cool. That's a good shot. All right. Okay. Let's do it. I've got the new set Pokemon Nihil Zero from Japan, and we're going to take a look at it right now. This is a box of 30 packs with 5 cards each. So we're going... Oh, I was doing it not in the center there. This is a box of 30 packs with 5 cards each, and we're actually going to open up 10 of those packs to make a mega pack and see what we get. This is going to be, if you saw it before, if you saw some of my previous content that was for Mega Dreams EX, that was what became Ascended Heroes. Essentially, Japan gets the set first, and it's kind of differently packaged and done. They might get some exclusive cards. We might get some exclusive cards. It depends. But the hit rates can be different. The number of cards per pack can be different. That kind of stuff. It's all a little different for the Japanese market. This is from the Japanese market, and this is going to be for a set after Ascended Heroes. As you see, we got Zygarde on the front there, Mega Zygarde on the front there. So this is still like Mega Evolution, Phantasmal Flames, Ascended Heroes, very much based in Pokemon Legends ZA. So this is a fresh box here. Let's open it up and put this thing into sport mode. There it is. Now, I don't remember exactly what I paid for this, but this, because it is going to be in Japanese, and it's going to be 5 cards per pack. It's not like getting a booster box like this. Well, I wonder what that was. Okay, it's not like getting a booster box like this where you get 36 packs with 10 cards per pack. Or that was an enhanced booster box with like a box topper card. This is going to be fewer cards, but different hit rates, new cards that are not currently in the US market. So we're going to get 10 of these packs and put together a mega pack. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. The way we do a mega pack is I believe I have it figured out. The last 2 cards should be maybe the uncommon or rare. So we're gonna do it to where we have essentially the last 2 cards at the back of the mega pack for every one of these packs. So it's gonna be like 20 cards at the back that should be the uncommon or the rares. So let's get these opened. And I'm gonna do it the fast way here. Try not to damage any cards while doing this. So I'm gonna do it one at a time. There are some really cool chase cards in here. I'm not sure about I think it's like a 1 in 5 chance. So 1 in 5 boxes should have an SAR as they call it a little differently over there. But I'm excited to see. Either way, there should be some new Pokemon in here for the Pokedex that I'm trying to build. And of course, the Pokedex, 1,025 Pokemon there. And I need at least 1 card of every Pokemon to have a full Pokedex. As I am building the Pokedex, ripping packs to build that up, and as I continue, even after it's done, if I find a card that has better rarity, or even if I just like the art more, then whatever card is in that spot already, I will upgrade it. So it's going to be a living thing. It is going to be continuously getting better. So we're going to do it this way. It's going to be... Oh, don't want to do it that way. Never mind. Okay, so 1, 2. These are the rarer cards here. There we go. I did this backwards. These need to be... This is the last pack. So that actually needs to be at the back. I'm going to set these right there. And I need to do it this way. There we go. That's going to be in order then. 1, 2. All right, there we go. Sorry if this is boring, but hey guys, for those hanging out in chat, the video will be just fast forwarding through this process. So sorry, you get to sit through it, I guess. Okay, almost done. And then this should be the 2 rares right there. There we go. And then this stack of the uncommons and potential rare cards, or SIR or whatever, they're going to go on the back right there. And there is our mega pack. Let's rip it up. Let's rip it open. I already ripped them. Let me get rid of the pack trash here. Let's see what we got. Okay, so Hone Edge. Okay, so Starmie. So the downside to this is there's gonna be a lot of Pokemon. It's like trying to do flashcards for this, where like I'm not gonna just offhand as I'm going through this quickly remember every Pokemon's name right off the bat. Aurora or something, whatever it is. Okay, Sphinx, Rattata, Nosepass, Bunnelby. That is just a fossil. What is that? A poop or something? What is that? Okay, interesting. Rowlet evolves into this. Evolves into... Okay, whatever. Another Starmie. Another item or trainer card. Legender. Then we have... Okay. I'm going to do voiceover for this because it's so many Pokemon. Besides, I might not even show this part because the back half of this is really where all the fun cards are going to be at. Okay, evolution of Edge. Doublade. Excuse me, Doublade. Okay. Barnacle or whatever. The Binacle. Excuse me. Klefki. Seawaddle. What is that thing called? Seawaddle? Whatever that thing is. Okay. Hippopotamus, Sky. Yeah, these are all from Legend ZA. We got Haunter, Halucha, Esper, and Spinnerack. Okay, this is right where we get to the uncommons and the rare cards. So let's see what we got. Ooh, what is that? I've never seen that item card before, but we got a full art of it. Huh. That's a SR. So what? Secret rare? Interesting. Very cool. It's not for the Pokedex though, unfortunately. But very cool. Ooh, hold up. Mega Zygarde EX. Hell yeah. It's my first Zygarde card. So that's awesome. That's 2 hits. See, this is the same thing as that one. It's not the full art. This thing is super textured. I wonder how I didn't feel that when I was... Anyways, that's actually kind of nice for the Mega Packs. Okay, focus, buddy. Focus. There we go. Ooh, Mega Skarmory EX. Nice. Oh, that is a cool Gengar card. Not what we were looking for though. Hilda. Hippowdon. With a trainer back there. Talonflame. Look at the art on this Talonflame card. I want a full art of that. Wait, who did that's Shinji Kanda, right? Yeah, Shinji Kanda. I love Shinji Kanda's art. Just absolutely awesome. Okay. Ooh, that's a nice full hollow fighting energy of some kind. Is that another Shinji Kanda? No, who is that? Yasukuni. Okay. Okay, come on. Give me another full art or something. Chen Pao. Got Supporter. Dugong. Right, okay. Ooh, hold the phone. Look at that. See, now I have to remember its name. Is it Seawaddle? What is this? No, not Seawaddle. That's not right. What is it? Hold on. I got this. I know that I'm not even close on the name. Okay, give me a break. Spupa. I knew it was with an S. Wait, hold on. What did that say? Okay, yeah. Spupa. Nice. That is an awesome Spupa. Oh, last card. Another Shinji Kanda Talonflame. Oh, that is a gorgeous card, though. Hold on. Here you go if you want to get a better look at that. It's not like a big hit or anything, but it's really, really nice. I'm probably never going to find a better Spupa card than this. Straight up. So tell me if there's a better Spupa card than that. Yeah, they're just waiting on the bus. Just need a regular penny sleeve for Mega Skarmory here, which is new for the Pokedex. That's awesome. Or at least the Mega Skarmory EX is. Now you can kind of see, though, why Braithorn EX is the name of the channel. It's very cool. I thought it was a good name. And I'm standing by that one. This is really like, this isn't... You just play this in a game. It's just an item card, but that's awesome. I like really cool item cards. Okay? It's not weird. Okay, well, you know what? Yeah, I'll say it. So far, the Mega Pack does not miss. Not bad. And to think we can do 2 more of these from this one box. So, all right. We'll see what's in the rest of this thing. If it comes up in the if the wheel wants us to do it, we'll see if this one comes up. But yeah, not a bad start. There we go. There's our content. There we go. Yay. That was a good pull. That's a gorgeous card. I really like that. Hey, quick question. Yesterday, I had joined your Discord and I was about to submit a post and I got banned. Okay, I don't know what that's about. Had you typed anything out or done anything else in the Discord that maybe was seen as a bannable offense? I don't know. I want to see what this item's called. Yo, this is worth more than the Spupa. That's funny. It's called the Pokepad. This is worth 5 times more than this. That's funny. I don't talk much about the value of the cards. It doesn't really factor in much for me because I'm more on the collecting side of it, but that's kind of funny. Yeah, so that's the same item. Cool. I like doing these mega packs. That's a lot of fun. But yeah, that was 50 cards to go through right there. This Mega Zygarde, just look at the quality they're getting on these cards. It's really insane. All I did before that was ask what channel was the correct one to ask for advice about either a new build or upgrading my current one. All right. Let me... Okay, Ace 1 awesome. Are you banned from our Discord or just Discord? Yeah, there's no mod actions for yesterday. No mod actions listed in terms of foul language or any of that kind of stuff. So yeah. Do you have a different name on Discord? I need some PSU help, but it's kind of complicated. Thoughts on 12VH PWR? Well, nobody really likes it or anything, but it's what you have to use if you want to use 40 or 50 series GPUs. It's actually 12V 2x6 with 50 series. It's a little different from that. It is a little different in that the sense pins, which are the 4 pins that are in the smaller part of the connector along the top of it or bottom of it, depending on how you have your connector, the port on the GPU oriented, right, are shorter so that the sense pins will not connect unless you have your connector fully seated. Most of the problems that have happened with that connector have been from people incorrectly installing them, but that doesn't actually rule out when people or when it's just not balancing the load properly across the wires, which is a known issue with that. So there have been multiple measures put into place to help with that. But yeah, what about the 9070 XT? You have to use it, huh? No, you don't. There's like one where you have it. So no. I said 50 series NVIDIA cards, not AMD Radeon cards. What's up, Rurutu, by the way? Igor1980 just dropped a tier 1 sub. Let's go, nerds. What's going on, Igor? How you doing? See, I didn't have the lines on, but I meant it. You know, like, that's a thought that counts. I did mean to have that on. How's it going, Igor? Hope you're doing well. What's up? Sorry, someone was asking me about a ban on, let me see, I'll search by username that has a symbol in it, right? Okay. Dash Ace. Dash. Oops, that's an underscore. Dash. Search. Okay, so what I'm going to have to do, Ace, is I'm going to have to go and see. I don't really moderate my own server. I have mods that do that. So I'm going to go and bring your name to them, see if anything was caught or happened. You need to understand that moderators can see things like people flagged for history of spamming and things like that. So if that's the case, if they saw something like that, the ban will remain. And I guess if that's something that was that Discord's flagging you for, don't spam other Discords with stuff. We have had recently people going in and spamming fake links and dangerous ones too. So we've had to be very careful with that. So I trust my moderators. And as you might imagine, and I'm sure you would feel the same, I trust my moderators more than anyone who has just joined the Discord. You know what I mean? So I'll put it to them and see what they say. Got my 9070 XT torn apart. Fans stopped working. Got new fans, new pads and paste, not even a year old. Yeah, no kidding. That's crazy. Is everything up and running now? That's weird. What's your cord? I want to post Discord. Okay, there it is. Yeah, you got it. Yeah, that sucks. But I'm sorry you went through that, man. But I'm glad you got it fixed. Now, Ace, another thing is, I would be interested to know what you were putting in that forum post when you were banned for whatever reason you were banned. And if it was immediate, it was probably auto moderation that did that. So that's another thing. Okay, Casey, I'm telling you, you don't have to do the 12V 2x6 or 12V HPWR cables with 99.9% of 9070 XTs. Okay, there's like one. I don't know if it's Sapphire or XFX. There's like one of them that uses 12V 2x6, and it got kind of like broadly derided for it, as in like, why would you choose to use this connector? So yeah, odds are whichever one you're looking at uses some like 2 8-pin PCIe connectors or something like that. Okay. Mine is a Sapphire Nitro Plus. That's the one. The Sapphire Nitro Plus that uses a 12V 2x6. There it is. That's okay. It's not annoying. Yeah, I was kind of like, when it comes down to it, it's actually fine for the 9070 XT. The main reason for the problems with the 12V 2x6 is in the 5090, and the fact that it uses it uses like 575 watts before overclocking through a 600 watt rated cable. The 9070 XT doesn't come close to that. So it's actually fine for a 9070 XT. It's just because it has a bad reputation, people are like, why would Sapphire use this? It's like because of the bad reputation. Other is an ASRock Taichi 9070 XT. Right. It's just a weird choice considering lack of consumer confidence in that particular connector. was the last thing I opened? I'll have to check that. Let's see. That was okay. Just naming my video files for my recordings. No big deal. My situation, I got this PSU from a woman and she didn't give me all the cables. I don't have both or either of the 16 pins. She gave me my money back and let me keep the PSU. So I'm thinking I do just find another PSU, try to get a cable for it. Yeah, just Casey, you can reach out to MSI and request the modular cables. You can do that. So Ace, you were banned while you were creating that post. You did not finish posting it. Is that right? Yeah, Casey, you can reach out to a company whenever there's a part missing from a product that you got, even if you bought it used. They might charge you for it. Some might not. Companies like, say you're talking about, I don't know. Let me see. Noctua. Noctua is well known for, like, if you buy a Noctua cooler and you don't have like the mounting hardware for your socket, you just reach out to them and they'll like send it to you, as long as you can prove you have the product. Things like that. But yeah, they can do that. They might charge you for it, but otherwise their component is unusable. The last thing they want is for you to use modular cables from another brand, because they're 99% chance they're not compatible and you'll start a fire. So don't do that. Yeah. Now for the 12V 2x6 cables, those are all standardized, but still you'll want to get the original cables for sure. One of the reasons I like Corsair PSUs is their cables are very easy to replace. Igor, the thing is, they have like generations that they've done, and they have changed pinouts before. So please be careful. You always want to use the ones exactly from that model you got, because they have changed pinouts. Even though it seems like they don't, they have done it, and it's really annoying. But it's been a few years since they did that. So anything modern, you're totally fine to replace cables. Yeah, 100%. Ace, asking one more time, did you hit enter to post that message when you got banned, or had you not even posted that message yet? Just checking. As I hit the post button, I got banned. Were there any links in that form submission? Did you put any links in there? Right. There are types, yes. Of course, you would know that. There's a lot of people who don't necessarily. So, why am I already tired? Like, we just started. A little bit of caffeine here with a Coke Zero. That'll do the trick. Maybe. No links. I don't know. Well, I'll tell you, Ace. Here's the thing. Here's the move. Sorry, I went silent there. I was just looking into something. Just fill out the form, and I'll just help you here. It's the same thing, except you're getting help from me, the YouTube guy. That's free. There's no charge for it. Type 5 cables from Corsair for now is the Shift series. Okay. I see people online saying MSI don't give you enough cables for 9070 XT. Then get a different power supply. There are many good options out there. Try looking at the Montech Century 2. Montech Century 2 is way cheaper, very highly rated, and you should have enough ports, enough. But the thing is, you already have a power supply, so I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Just use the 12V 2x6 one to get a the ASRock one, or get yourself the Sapphire one that were mentioned in chat earlier. Okay, you can scroll up and take a look at those, and then pick that. Now I need a shirt that says the YouTube guy. I'm pretty sure that's a channel, and someone has that for merch. What's up, Coltrane? How's it going? We looking for a PC tonight? Yeah, if anyone fills out the form and is ready for help, but nobody's done so yet. But yeah, Ace, just fill out the form that's linked in the description of the stream. It's the very first thing there, and it's basically the same concept. Okay. The questions that in the Tech Questions channel were based off of this. So yeah. Yeah, Raxus, they got it from somebody else who may have lost that cable or something. I don't know. I like the pop when your selfie cam goes off. Yeah, thank you. That was a little inspired addition for myself. Thornton Willie, what's up? I never use third-party cables at all. Just use what comes with the power supply. I just don't trust it. It's a peace of mind thing, I guess. That's very fair. Yeah. Okay. I'm doing a parts list. All right. Okay. Okay. Ace, what's the actual maximum budget for your system? Yeah, Casey, you should be able to get those from MSI. Yeah, CableMod does make great replacement cables, and they know pinouts and stuff like that. So that's another option usually as well. So Ace, what I mean by what's the actual maximum budget? I mean, instead of it being a range of 2,000 to 2,500, is your actual maximum budget 2,250? Whatever that solid number might be. Let me enter that right here, as I do in most of these. Not too much. System in black, 1440p, gaming and racing sim / flight sim. So potentially needs a lot of I/O. Sure. And you want to part. Okay. So let's go to build cores, and we'll build your PC. Nope. Did not mean to do that. There we go. Okay. So quick question for you, Ace. I am now having a direct conversation with you. So if you can be as responsive as possible, where this is a back and forth. So let's do this. When it comes to case design, there's a few questions I have for you. I wouldn't want to put these in the form, like all these small questions, because it just, it would take forever for people to fill it out. But do you prefer a fish tank style case, or do you want just like a front mesh panel style case? Fish tank is where you have glass on not just the side, but also the front. Mesh style case where you just have a mesh panel on the front or something like that in order to get airflow in. And Rarutu is a fish. It's official. Ha! Okay. Fish tank, please. Okay. The other question is, do you have a lot of space on your desk? Or is space limited where you're going to be putting your PC in terms of how much, like, how wide it can be? What the heck is Foifkin? There's a brand called Foifkin? That's hilarious. Foifkin. That's hilarious. Enough space for a wide case. And you said you don't want too much RGB. So interesting. Okay. Let's see. Since this is in black, the King 95 Pro might actually be a good option here. And is this your first build, by the way? Just offhand? There it is. King 95 Pro has gone down in price to $110. That's awesome. Let's do it. So you said you don't want too much RGB. There's something I would point out here. This looks like it has a lot, but the center hub, the hubs, the actual fan blades, all that don't light up. In fact, the thing here where it shows a ring of light on it is not accurate. They don't do that. Am I wrong? Yeah, no, it's only along the perimeter, but ignore that. Yeah, you can ignore that. That's fine. So yes, we have the reverse flow here, reverse flow here. So this comes with all the fans you need other than for your CPU cooler. Let's just go here. We'll fix our RGB to be just static. And we'll put a nice purple there. There we go. Perfect. What's up, DJ? How's it going? DJ K, welcome. And Chris, I hope you're doing well, by the way. Apparently it's a good case. I saw some music in Robitech. Oh, okay. The Foifkin. I have a pre-built, but building, yes, it is. Hold on. Let's just verify here. Okay. You are trying to get a parts list so that you can build a PC yourself, right? You're not looking for a pre-built right now, right? What you're saying is you currently own a pre-built and you're going to be building your first PC yourself. Well, I'm glad you got to join the live stream. Good. Yeah, lol, I'm building it. Good. Just checking. By the way, wait, what? Yes, here, by the way, it's your purple 6800 FF. I know the hex code for my brand color. Thank you. But yeah, you can't enter it. So I actually put in a request with them to allow me to edit these. But how close did I get just by clicking and dragging? I got 5800 FF. Look at that. But no, I know the hex code for Electric Indigo. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. So our budget's 2200. It just shows you what the hex code is so you can use it elsewhere. This is in beta, by the way. I don't know if you caught that, but this is build course. They are in beta. It allows us to do basically PC part picker plus PC building simulator without having to turn the screws. So yeah, we like it. We like it a lot. Now, we don't need to get an insane CPU if you're gaming at 1440p. Like you can get a 9700X or something like that, and you'll be golden. But for now, sure. Let's try. It's a solid price in the 9800X 3D. Let's give that a shot. I don't know what sim racing or flight sims you're going to be playing. Can you elaborate on that a little bit for me? Yeah, solid IO on this for that setup should be good. Now we got to worry about RAM. Ooh boy, and a GPU. All these parts are just skyrocketing in price. So I do wish you the best of luck. Unless we go for a 9070 XT, you're going to be at around $1,000 for a 5070 Ti, if one can even be sourced. There's 13 on the list here. And 839 actually is quite good. That's actually really good for that. Okay. Let's make sure it's available. In stock, but at that price. Amazon in stock, $839. All right, cool. Do not wait. These are disappearing, and the 5070 Ti is very good. NVIDIA doesn't want to build them anymore because they want you to have to buy a much more expensive GPU if you're going to be gaming in 4K. Now, are you gaming in 4K? No, you're gaming in 1440p. But $839.99 is still very solid for this price to performance. You're using TVs that are locked at 60 hertz? All right, RX 580 it is. Why are you using TVs that are locked at 60 hertz? Okay, I mean, I know it's not just like money grows on trees. Most people set up with like a monitor of some kind. You can get 32-inch 1440p monitors for pretty cheap these days. Although that at that point, like it starts to fall apart a little bit in terms of pixel density. But monitors, that's a market that's doing super well. I'm just wondering why you're gaming at 60 hertz locked in. Is that I'm not trying to say that you can't game at 60 hertz. If you're enjoying yourself, then nobody can tell you anything really. But yeah, that was my initial response. And yeah, that's all. I was just like, it's got to be a way because they're 4K. Okay. Can I ask you a question real quick? I don't know if you can guess what my question is. I don't know if you can guess what my question is. Ace. I don't know. I don't know if you can guess what my question might be. What's your best guess on what my question is? If you're gaming in 4K, why did you choose 1440p on your form? That is a drastic change. It only let choose 1440p. All right, chat, let's go check this out. Can someone go try to fill out the form and see if it allows you to pick the correct option? Anyone go try to fill out the form. Oh, hey, look at that. Somebody already did. What do you mean it only let you choose 1440p? That is That sounds not true. That sounds not true. Okay. Either way, $2,200, the best I'm going to be able to do for this is going to be a 5070 Ti. Anyways, hey, this is normal. If you mess around with the forum, you're going to get messed around with because, yeah, it's, what do you mean only let choose 1440? What do you mean? Don't tell, like, instead of just admitting and saying, I chose the wrong one, you would prefer that I believe my form is broken. As in, I couldn't select two options. Right. Because you choose the more difficult to run option. You choose the one that you have to build the PC for. Like, the more difficult to run option is the one that you aim for. Because if you aim for the easier to run option, I could have put you on a 9070 XT and you could have had a real bad time. 5070 Ti is going to whoop a 9070 XT in 4K. Like, a difference that cannot be quantified by a price difference of $150. Not even close. So maybe you could have brought that up. Like right after filling out the form. Hey, I'm also gaming in 4K. Of course, you can't choose multiple options. You choose the most difficult to run option, basically. Guys, I guess that's something that I have to add to that now. Even though over 415 people or so have filled out the form, this is a new thing. It's a new thing, and I'm glad to have encountered it. Thank you for bringing that up. I got to put in a note there that says you can only choose one. Even though, but because you can only choose one, pick the one that's harder to run. Pick the highest resolution you're going to game at. That makes sense to me, right? Chat, are we good with that? That should make sense, right? Okay. Not trying to be mean. I was just like, why would you tell me it wouldn't let you do it? That just makes me think my form is broken. So I got a little frustrated there. Like, why would you say that? That just worries me. I don't want to feel worried. Okay, $499. Is this Eve? Is this Neo? No, I don't think it is. God, the RAM is so expensive. Oh my God. Why didn't anybody tell me RAM got expensive? Check, do your job. Actually, it's funny. I think a lot of people probably missed this. I really do think a lot of people missed this. But in the beginning of the forum, basically terms and conditions, you actually agree that you agree to be roasted on stream. If you like fumble the forum, if you like ignore anything in the forum, ignore instructions in the forum, you actually do agree to be roasted on stream. So yeah, I don't usually do it anymore though. That one was just blatant. Okay. 32 gigs, $479. RAM got expensive. Oh my God. I have already told them about these sliders and how ridiculous it is to have, like, not have it click into place on 32 gigs, 48 gigs, 64 gigs. I already told them about all that. The only thing that makes me hesitate on any of the... Wait, what? Is that actually a thing? Is this actually a kit that's available? Where? How? 369. DDR5 60, because it's RGB Kingston Fury Beast is a really, really good RAM. But I don't know if it has Expo or not. Well, we're selecting that. Don't wait on any of these. Like, you're actually getting links to all of these things, so you can get all of them. When it comes to the GPU and the RAM, you do not hesitate. I'm going to do a whole thing about build course, but essentially this is a major component of it. Obviously, this makes it a lot more fun to do. And you can actually kind of visualize things. Like if you want to, you can actually go into case here. You can change what fans are positioned where, whether they're flipped around or not, the positioning of your AIO radiator, things like that. It's super cool. Like, I'm not criticizing the question at all, but like, I don't know how you can look at this and think, I wonder what's better about this. PC part picker's boring. This is awesome. I don't know if we can do this under budget. I might need to bring down the CPU to something more reasonable. Maybe put in a slightly cheaper. The motherboard is pretty good at $253 for the Mag Tomahawk Wi-Fi X870 with good I/O like that. For a sim rig setup, that's kind of critical. The 5070 Ti, that is the cheapest 5070 Ti that you can get right now. But it might be out of budget here. I don't know. Like if you're gaming on 4K, I can't think of a cheaper option that's going to do the job. 32 gigs of RAM. I'm not putting 16 gigs of RAM in this thing. This is one of the cheapest kits, and it's a very high quality kit. Also, okay. Mr. Levels, what's up? Welcome. Okay. I'm probably going to... Coltrane says, Crucial RAM, best price to value IMO. Crucial plant? Crucial sucks. I'm sorry, but they're abandoning consumers, and they can keep their RAM. If you look at their Crucial Pro, it actually is bad. If all you're looking at is the number, oh, DDR5 6000, cool. Enjoy your terrible timings and latency, because you have to look at all of the numbers. Yeah, even my camera is like, I ain't even... It rolled. My camera rolled its eyes. You made my camera roll its eyes by saying Crucial's good. They gave up. They gave up. They're like, AI, please. And they launched this Crucial Pro that has horrible, loose, like high latency timings. It just sucks. It's bad. Just remember, frequency is not the only number that matters, especially with a Ryzen CPU. But that's why I'm here to help you out, Coltrane. I got you. This number and this number together, thrown into an equation, give you something called first word latency. First word latency is critical to get right if you want to optimize your memory with Ryzen. 1-to-1 memory synchronization is through 10 nanosecond first word latency. And DDR5 6400 CL32 gives you 10 nanosecond first word latency. DDR5 6000 CL30 gives you 10 nanosecond first word latency. DDR5 6000, like CL42 or whatever the hell Crucial Pro is doing, does not give you 10 nanosecond first word latency. And Ryzen will throw a fit. It'll just be like, I don't like this. And I guess we're just going to slow down all of the ones and the zeros just a bit because, wow, I don't like this. And it's just going to be now, if it's all you can get, nothing I just said matters. That's just the landscape we're in right now. My job is to tell you all that stuff. Right now, though, my job is to follow that up by saying, let's hope we can get that RAM. Otherwise, it'll still work. It just won't be optimized. I have to lower my standards like that, and that's whatever. It's not actually going to affect your experience that much, but I'm just upset at Crucial for dropping this new product, then announcing they're giving up on consumers and going all AI, and at the same time still going to gaming events and shows and things like that and marketing to gamers. As they're about to leave that market, they're still marketing to gamers, and it sucks. And then they snuck in bad timings with that. Like, oh my God. Mini Bray rant right there. There's a mini rant. I've used Crucial stuff in the past, and it was amazing. It is no longer that. Sucks. It's too bad. Okay, so I'm going to bring the CPU. I'm going to take it away from the 9800X 3D. It shouldn't be necessary for the resolutions you're gaming at whatsoever. And we're going to save you a couple $100 on that. I'm going to tell you right now, Ace, wait, hey, would you like to know my PC specs in case it would be cheaper to upgrade than buying? You mean, like, do I want to start completely over and do the thing that you could have chosen to do by selecting upgrade in the form? Right here? No, I don't want to do that. Thank you for asking, though. If you're like, I want to upgrade what I've got, you know that. Like, you can do that, and that's what I help with. We are almost done with your build. Now, you said that a little bit ago. Not sure when, how long ago it was, but yeah, we are almost done with your build. I want to get the desk you showed me before so bad, but I'd sadly save some money for the bad with APC. Next time, I'm going to get the Beach Curved 48 with the cutouts. Flexi Spot. Nice. I do like Flexi Spot, though. Don't buy anything from Crucial anymore, no. Unless you can't find anything else, because then, yes, get stuff from Crucial, I guess. Arcane Commando. Any good ways to realize it's time to upgrade if the 3070 Ti that I have still runs flawlessly? That last bit right there means it's not time to upgrade. The only way to know when you need to upgrade is when your stuff either doesn't work well enough for your taste or it just stops working. Yeah. Arcane Commando. It's okay, Raxus. No worries. We do cover a lot of topics here, though. We'll go 9700X. Okay, here we go. So, no, I'm not comparing. I'm adding. Now, Ace, you might be wondering, wait, like, isn't the 9800X 3D like the best gaming CPU? Just about. The 9850X 3D came out. It's like $50 more, and it's like a couple percent higher performance. Don't even worry about it. But when is it that you want to put in a crazy gaming CPU? Well, if you play a lot of highly competitive, very high frame rate 1080p titles, like you're playing in 1080p, you're competitive, doing competitive shooters, you're trying to become an esport person, that's when you get the 9800X 3D. If you're tight on the budget and you're trying to game in 4K, now 2200 is not a low budget. That used to be a pretty high-end PC. The market has turned that into a mid-tier PC budget, not a 4K gaming PC budget. So we're trying to make this work. RAM prices are at around 4 or 5 times original price. Storage prices, as we're about to see, have gone up. GPU prices have gone up. It is very hard to build a reasonable PC in the current landscape. At least CPU coolers haven't gone up in price yet. Apparently, they're saying they might. Yay. Do they have Montech coolers here? I hope they do. I believe they do. Or do they have them in 3D? No, not yet. All right, I'm going to talk to them about that. basically, they said I could let them know if there's anything I wanted them to add. But we can go with Thermalright. They should have these in 3D. Thank you. Oh, they got that crazy screen. Y'all seen this thing? It is bananas. Bananas. Montech coolers are good. They're fine. Most all-in-one liquid coolers use the same technology. Most of them are all just fine. If you look up, there being a lot of known issues, then don't buy that AIO. But most all-in-one liquid coolers are about the same. Let's go here. We're going to pick 360. Yes. There we go. Why is this a sliding thing? Again, they like the sliders. I don't think this needs to be one. This should be just some check boxes here like that. But then again, it's in beta, and I am working with them on a lot of this stuff. And I think I even mentioned that to them already. On some of these, it should just be options that are predetermined. Oh, I picked the one that doesn't have the 3D model. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back to it. Now, one thing Montech has that is very, very good, other than, of course, the case we're using already, is their Century 2 power supplies. They are ridiculously good at a ridiculously good price. They have an almost perfect rating on the PSU tier list, and they look nice. And they have, this is a 1,050 watt power supply for $109. That's fully modular, native 12B 2x6 with an A rating on the PSU tier list. It's bananas. So yeah, we're using that. Now, is 1,050 watts way more than you need for a 5070 Ti? Yes. Could Ace be buying a new GPU in 4 years and not want to upgrade the power supply? Also, yes. So there you go. Ace, I haven't heard from you in just a bit. Are you still here? So that RAM price for the Kingston Fury Beast is not real. I looked it up. Well, I'll have to do that now because that's a problem. Yeah, it's not real. Okay. That's why I was shocked about it. So, okay. Yeah, it just goes to, this is likely on Amazon's side. Amazon's reporting here. So that's going to come out to be probably at least $100 more. You are present. Cool. Natty, that's awesome. Congrats. Very cool. Okay, we'll have to find a different RAM kit. However, And therefore, okay. What's up, Jeff's Trains? How's it going? Welcome. Michael Sanders, how you doing, by the way? But I do like the aesthetic of Crucial. It's too bad they're killing the brand. Yeah. GTA 5 loves loading your watt burn up. So, like, yeah, it runs your parts for sure. The GTA 6 will do the same in like 3 years or 4 years, whenever they launch it on PC. I was hoping after seeing some more builds here that I'll light a fire in my to go get going on my setup. Everything still sealed in boxes. Really? Go do the thing. Of course. Have a good one, DJK. You got it. Tried to learn how to daisy chain, and wow, my brain collapsed. Daisy chain fans? Daisy chain what? Okay, so we got to find RAM. We're just going for 32 gigs. Yeah, I know what that's going to lead to. Oh, it's actually there. Oh, that's not right. It's DDR5 6000 CL32. That's not what we want. That's not the right combo. Never mind. It was actually there, though. So, congrats on that. Well done. What about these? 6400 CL32 from Patriot Viper memory. If I click this, is it just... Oh, it's Newegg. Okay, cool. Neat. 1 second. So this is available on Newegg. There it is. DDR5 6400 CL32. There it is. Okay. We actually got it for about the same price. Nice. Storage is going to be painful, but we'll do our best. I'm going to try not to... Storage is bad. It's getting close to RAM levels of price inflation. You see, my favorite drive right now in terms of price to performance plus capacity is the Samsung 9100 Pro 2 terabyte PCIe Gen 5 SSD, but it's $315. The reason I like it so much is most of the drives in that price range are way slower. Thanks, WX. You're neat too. Oh, fans. Okay. I'm sure you're just like Casey, I'm sure you're just like a 10-minute YouTube video away from figuring out how to daisy chain those fans. 990 Evo Plus, 239. The thing is, I don't want to put you, I don't want to, because you're building this yourself, it's actually something that I should concede. I should say, let's throw 1 terabyte in there for Windows. And later on, you can add more storage if you find that you need to do that. It's just in 2026 and the years like 20, I'd say from 2022 and beyond, like, or maybe 2023 and beyond, 1 terabyte just became to where it's like not quite enough unless you're really on a tight budget. But 1 terabyte T500 actually for $199 is not, well, that's a fast drive, Well, let's go to capacity. We're gonna go to 1 terabyte, I guess. I was watching it. There it is. Where does it say you can buy that? Where does it say you can buy that for that price? Okay. On Newegg. But I'm looking at storage right now. You got me good with that one. You threw some caltrops in that sentence. Slowed me down good. Just messing with you. It's okay. KC3000, 1 terabyte is $270. No! You guys see what I'm talking about here, right? Like, this is a PCIe Gen 4 drive. It is 1 terabyte. This has speeds of 7,000 megabyte per second, up to 7,000 megabyte per second sequential read and write speeds. Okay? For $270. For just like $45 more, $55 more, you get double that capacity in the 9100 Pro and double the speed at over 14,000 megabyte per second sequential read speeds. So, like, it's the best deal in terms of capacity plus price and performance. But this is probably pretty good right here. The T500 is Gen 5 as well. And 1 terabyte, $199. Let's just throw it in there and let's just say that, okay, we're a little over budget, sure. But we have a whole PC now. This is the whole thing. We went $31 over budget with everything done. So we know 6400 speed RAM does work on Ryzen 9000, how it should. Yes, because I learned more. I learned more about the interplay between the frequency and latency. DDR5 6000 CL30 essentially to Ryzen works kind of the same as DDR5 6400 CL32 because that's not what Ryzen is looking at. It's looking at first word latency. I knew that 6000 CL30 was a sweet spot before, but then I said to myself, okay, you know that. Now let's find out why. Let's find out more about why. So you can choose either. Essentially, there is a list of combinations of frequency and cache latency that equal the same first word latency, and that's what Ryzen cares about. No problem. And that is me from my conversation with an AMD engineer at AMD Labs in Austin, Texas. I'm late, but is this a new website? New to you, perhaps. Not new to us here. It's been a couple of weeks since I've been using build cores. I met them at CES, and this is awesome because you can actually build it in... It's like PC Part Picker plus PC Building Simulator. Okay, so our GPU is not there. I'm going to have to talk to them about parts availability accuracy. But then again, they get reporting from the third-party sellers, and that's what they have to work off of. So what can we do, right? 5070 Ti, priced low to high. Let's see what the lowest price we can get is. $819. Hey, that's not good. Hold on a second. Couldn't find that page. Okay. It just goes to a picture of a dog. I mean, Walmart has it for $13.25. Great. Okay. That's not the build I was just working on. Okay, got it. I got it back. Don't worry. Flashing lights warning. A little late. . We got to get every 5070 Ti we can until they're gone, guys. That's the story. That's what's happening right now. This is going to creep up a little higher, but that's not the true price of that GPU. What do you mean by true price? I'm going to get on here and put my PC specs in just to see what the price difference is from when I built it and did minor upgrade. Sure, yeah. What's the difference between a 5060 and a 5070? WX fan, that is 10. 10 is the difference. Math class is now over. I'll see you all here at school tomorrow morning. There's a lot of differences. There's 5060 is the baseline GPU. Then there's a 5060 Ti, which is a solid performance upgrade above that. 5070 is a step above that. 5070 Ti is a step above that. It's a product stack. 10 what? 10 digits, 10 numbers. Like 10 ones. 5070 minus 5060 equals 10. WX, I can't make this any easier for you. Yeah, but Coltrane, what do you mean that's not the true price of that GPU? What do you mean? Please elucidate. Okay, we found it. It's just like $20 more. And cool thing is it matches your MSI motherboard. There you go. MSI Gaming Trio OC. This is a really solid card. It is $869.99 at Best Buy. Available to be ordered online. There you go. There you have it. That puts us at $61 over budget. True price meaning what you can currently pay for that GPU. That's correct. But these prices are provided by vendors. And if those vendors, like Amazon, and not vendors, but retailers or websites, big box stores, whatever. And if they're providing false information, you're going to get the same false information on PCPartPicker.com. I meant the performance difference, not the numbers. Well, I don't. Do you want me to start rattling off FPS numbers to you? I don't know. There's one is slower. The other one's faster. Bigger number, better. Yeah. It's different for every game. Also for every different set of accompanying hardware like CPU, RAM, everything. Everything is different. The 5070 go faster than 5060. 5060 Ti, somewhere in between. Unfortunately, there is no 3D model for this particular GPU. Who flippin' cares? Because there's your build. We did it. Oh, my God. I'm going to have an aneurysm. I swear to you guys. Oh. Not you, too, camera. I'm sorry, WX. Oh, I meant to talk to you about something earlier, by the way. The race with Caffeine and Jax. I was supposed to finish out that one got delayed because Jax lost power. And I talked to Ruby. It's like, hey, let's finish up the third one whenever it comes up. I saw that it popped up for Saturday, and you jumped in on it with Rubu there. I might be going out of town on Saturday. I'm not sure yet. But if I don't, I really would like to finish that one out. Yeah. Shanala, it's not worth it. Welcome back, Bone Shock. by the way. I'll let you know. Don't change it yet, WX. Don't change it yet. I'll find out tomorrow if I'm going out of town or not. And even then, I could leave in the afternoon, like after that race. That race is at noon here. So as long as my girlfriend doesn't mind. But yeah. The Asus Prime 5070 Ti costs more than the Prime 5080 on Newegg. Newegg is stupid and dumb. Don't give them your money if you don't have to. No problem, Ace. You're good to go. You're golden. I don't need to rush back for that game, so that's fine. Okay, yeah. I can't guarantee I can do it yet, but I'm just stating my intent to do so if it's possible for me. I will let you know as soon as I verify. But I do need to see if there's any open for tomorrow, Thursday, and Friday, because I can do those days, but they filled up so fast. I was like, I guess I don't have to do comms. Okay, you got it, WX. I mean, now there's a whole meme around that second race. I can't not finish it out. The 285K and the 5090. What about them? 285K and the 5090 will be a beast for production work and gaming. True, but the 5090 is $5,000 or more now. Tomorrow night is open. I got to look at the schedule. Okay, so, but Shogun Luffy, that's a funny point. If true that the 5070 Ti could be more expensive than the 5080, it's just a screwed up market. That's what it is. The thing is, NVIDIA intends to keep producing the 5080. They do not intend to keep producing the 5090, even if they don't say so. They'll produce 100 of them and say, look, we're still making it. For the global market, they'll make 100 of them and say, look, it's still, homologization, right? There you go. There's your race car. Game versus Jacques, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. I should be able to do that. 8:30 p.m. Yeah, I should be able to do that. Yeah, if there's one open, I'll jump in on that one. Thank you. Yeah, please sign me up. I could go do it, but yeah, if you're already there, sure. I'd be happy to. I kind of want to do one best of 3 every day that I can, because I can only kind of do it 4 days a week right now, unless there's a need for it to be done on Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. But I am going to have to take a break because we're going out of town next week, or starting Saturday. So, but if I'm going to try to push our leaving town to after the race with Cruel Beans and Jax, since it's pretty early in the day. For me, it's at noon. Like, we can leave after that. Could be that. It could be that, Shogun. Do the 285K and 5090. Why are you saying to do them? Oh, Jaeger, what's up? Jaeger8148. Hey, man, I'm in a bit of a unique situation. Oh, that's what it was talking about. Getting pre-built through scholarship. The value side, 5090 and 285K or 5080 and 9000 X3D. If you're Jaeger, if you're going to be given a 5090, you freaking take the 5090. But are you choosing this for yourself? Are you paying for this in some way? Do you get to keep any savings off of that? Because like the 5080 is way cheaper than the 5090. Caffeine and Jax. Oh no, you stay on that one for now if you can. I'll let you know tomorrow if I can do Caffeine and Jax. I should be able to though, but let me confirm first. I'm trying to put this ticket into MSI. Where could I find the serial number? On the label on the power supply. Look up, it's a bunch of numbers and letters. Yeah. Oh, also, one really important thing. And that's how you get a free 5090. Anyway, sent you some DMs. So, okay, I need to check those. Yeah, I mentioned earlier, you had left the chat, but I was like, oh, I went into Discord to look at something else. And I was like, oh, dude, I missed some DMs from you. My bad. But yeah, I had a busy day today. I wasn't much in Discord. It sucks because I'll leave my PC on here and I'll have Discord open. So but I'm away from like I'm out and about running errands and stuff. So it's like, oh yeah, he's here. He just ain't looking at your DMs. It's just because my PC is on and Discord is open. Greatness in high demand. Greatness, midness, either way, it's me. I'm trying. Coltrane, you still here? Coltrane, if you are still here, just so you know, I'm going to do a... Don't you all have phones? Yeah, Rarutu, I'll be on Discord while I'm driving around running errands. It's a great idea. I honestly, my phone Discord notifications were so insane, I just turned them off. I had to turn off my phone notifications for Discord. Just too many DM requests and all kinds of stuff. It's just too much. Got to be able to function. Yeah, Coltrane, you can't request specific hardware in the budget because there's a lot of times where people are misinformed as to what would actually be best suited for their needs. So, yeah. I just talk about it whenever their turn comes up. What I was going to say is I'm going to get to your turn. Once I do, I tend to do Pokemon stuff between helping people out, so it's time for that. And then also I was yapping a lot too. There is that. Not green. It's there we go. Or not. I can somehow click the 2 pixels between the colors there. And it's the what the hell? Why? Why did it do that? I didn't do that. You did that. Okay. I just put invisible on Discord. Nobody knows nothing. But you still get notifications, like if you get DMs and stuff. So, yeah. He has to hire a helper to handle DMs and phone calls. I mean, eventually I will. I'm not looking forward to that. I like handling stuff myself. Okay. So you're getting a pre-built, a boutique pre-built 4K. Got it. Okay, we'll come back to this. I'll take care of yours in a bit. Oh, well, real quick. Hold on. All right, now I'm just having fun with that. Okay. I guess we'll do a wheel. Okay, what I really want to do, what I really want to open is this thing. I want to do this thing, this box. I was so excited for this to come in, but it's really good to have on the wheel. I should just do a wheel spin. But every time I do a wheel spin, that's a video that has to be on a Wednesday. I need more content in between that. What else could I do? Unless I don't do wheel spins on Wednesdays, I just have it as a thing I do now and then. Not everything has to be a freaking series, Bray. Come on. Yeah, all I got to do is just say, all right, you got it, WX. Talk to you soon. All I have to do is just say, I can't. I have a bunch of cool little Pokemon stuff. I can't figure out what I want to open. Let's just let the wheel decide for me. Okay. So we'll just do wheel. I need a better name for this thing. Okay. And right there, there we go. Come on, buddy. Bam. There we go. All right. I'm not even recording yet. Let's get that out of here for now. Why is it all out of place? That's great. Okay. All right. Yeah, they're all just out of place. That's okay. I got a bunch of cool Pokemon stuff I could open, but I can't decide. So we'll let the wheel decide for us. Let's see what we get. Ooh, Destined Rivals times 5. Okay. So I actually... Let me get these. 4, 5. So I actually found these at Walmart, and it's just individual packs. All right, let's remove that. Destined Rivals times 5. And go ahead, get out of here. Get out of here. Get out of here. There they are. Destined Rivals packs times 5. I actually found these at Walmart. Believe it or not, it's great to find MSRP product, sealed product. So yeah, we're just gonna open all of these. Maybe I will go ahead and make this into a. I've been enjoying doing mega packs. Let's make a mega pack out of this too. So 5 packs, 10 cards each. We're gonna do a 50 card mega pack out of this. Here we go. Ooh, that one feels weighty. I'll make that the last one. Yeah, I swear this one feels... I mean, it's really hard to tell. You're talking about like decimal point grams here in difference, but... Oh, there's no lesson to be learned here. These all feel so heavy. I don't know. Maybe that's it. Okay. Last 2. There we go. Okay. There we go. 5 packs. 5 packs of Destined Rivals right there. Let's get these all opened up. We're gonna take the energy cards out of these because it should be single card to the front for this, I believe, for Scarlet and Violet packs sets, and we will try to get all the rarest cards at the back. There we go. So that's our energy card. And then 1, 2, 3. And then that right there is the common stuff and uncommons. And you should have 1, 2, 3 here for your 2 reverse holos and then your rare or full holo rare cards. So yeah, this should work just fine. Energy. 1, 2, 3. Here we go. All right, let's fast forward through this. Sorry, chat, you don't get to do that. Yeah, I'm just doing it like this. Okay. I don't know why I like doing these so much. It's just, I'm not breaking up the momentum by having to rip a pack again and again. I kind of like putting it all together like that. Let's see how it turns out this time. You know, let's get a little bit of last pack mojo in that. Come on, buddy. Buddy RGB will help us out. Let's see if we get some good stuff out of here. I like Destined Rivals a lot. Destined Rivals is super cool because it is the first Team Rocket themed set in a long time, a couple decades or something. It says previous RMA number. What is that? If you have an RMA that you've done before, that's where that number would go. If you don't, I don't think you have to put anything there. I don't know. Yeah. How many rooms can you wallpaper with app download cards? Probably, if I'm being serious, probably like a corner. Florida say like a corner, maybe. Is that the fun answer? No. Okay, so all of our reverse hollows should be here if I knew the pack trick right for Destined Rivals, which I might not. These should be 4 energy cards. Yep. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rather. 5 energy cards, of course, because it was 5 packs. Okay, this is going to be a big stack of cards here. Let's see what we get. All right, Mareep. My girlfriend's hair's there. Okay, just on my hoodie. Did give her a hug before stream, so that makes sense. Tarantula, Rattata, Blipbug. I don't think I have Blipbug for the Pokedex. That's actually, yeah, that's a new one for the Pokedex. Toadscruel, I have Toadscruel EX, so I'm good there. Golbat, I have Team Rocket's Archer. Arrokuda. Ooh, Arrokuda. Dolive is, yeah, Dolive, okay. I don't think I have Dolive. Arvin's Maschiff, I do have. Cynthia's Gabite, I have. TM Machine. Is TM Machine like saying ATM Machine where it's redundant? What does TM stand for? Somebody help me out here. Hippowdon. Morgrim might be new. So Marnie's Morgrim might be new for the Pokedex. I don't think I had Morgrim in there yet. Metatite, I do have. Technical Machine, really? Pokemon Company? Technical Machine. There it is. Thank you, Pokemon Company, for that. Wash Rotom. We've already got Rotom. MC's Hype. Nice. Okay. Team Rocket's Porygon 2. Awesome. I have Porygon. I don't think I have Porygon 2. Maybe I might. Ampharos could be new as well. We are trying to build the full Pokedex. Rarity does not matter. We got to get one of every Pokemon. But as we keep ripping packs over time, and we get a more rare card for any specific Pokemon, it's going to get upgraded, and eventually it's going to be completely epic. Team Rocket's Great Ball. That's my first time picking up one of those. Marnie's Liepard. Team Rocket's Meowth. I've got a couple of awesome Meowth cards. I'm good there. Dwebble. Cyndaquil. Arvin's Maschiff again. Medicham. Team Rocket's Watchtower. Shaman. Quilava is new for the Pokemon. That is for the Pokemon. Quilava is new for the Pokedex. Awesome. Happy to see that. Nidorina. There's like 6 entries for Nidorina, Nidoqueen, and all those. I don't know if I have this one or not. Baltoy, I think, is new for the Pokedex. Sudowoodo might be as well, actually. Team Rocket's Venture Bomb. Golbat again. Toadscruel again. Grimer. Oh, hold on. Okay, no, this is it. This is when we're getting to the reverses and the rares. So it'll be 2 reverse, rare. 2 reverse, rare. Let's see if we get any good pulls out of this mega pack. Okay, we have a Hollow Annihilate. I think I have that one already. Okay, reverse Liepard. Oh, look at this freaking epic Rapidash. Dang. Yo, I've never seen this card before. Look at this. Hold on. You know what vibes I'm getting from this? Simba. And then there's just like a ponyta down here, right? Remember who you are. This is gorgeous, okay? Holy crap. And then we get hit with another Annihilate there, sure. That was crazy. That was a good pull. Hippowdon. Judge. Ethan's Magcargo, hollow. Dwebble, reverse. Ethan's Adventure, reverse. Come on, Zero Oro, hollow. Okay, one more shot here. Ethan's Magcargo, Electrike, and Hollow Hydropple, which we already have. But yeah, look at that. Just out of some random packs from Walmart, we got this. That is freaking awesome. I cannot think of a better... Okay, to be fair, look up... I was going to say, I can't think of a better Rapidash for the Pokédex. Look up Galarian Rapidash, by the way. If you never have. Yeah. But wow, what a card. And these are the ones we got, of course. Aside from that, lots of reverses, lots of hollows out of that because you're guaranteed at least 2 reverse hollows and 1 hollow in each of these. But no EXs, nothing else. Just this one illustration rare right here. But I'm happy with that. And yeah, stick around. We've got, we'll see what the wheel determines we're going to get next time. So get subscribed. We'll see what the wheel chooses for my... how should I word this? We'll see what the wheel chooses for my indecisive self next time. So get subscribed and hit follow. Okay, so that's that one. Damn, that's beautiful. I already answered you, Casey. I answered your question. I answered you earlier when you asked that. Oreo the Hunter, what's up? Hey, man, I'm in a bit of a unique situation. I have the opportunity. Okay, Oreo, I answered you on YouTube. I responded to you on YouTube. And you didn't respond back. What's it with me responding to people and then being like, hey, jerk, come on, answer my question. I'm going to spam your chat, which is a bannable offense if you don't answer the question that you answered. Yeah, I did. Did you previously send a... No, you asked about the previous RMA number earlier. You want me to... Okay, all right, cool. I'll show you on screen here if you need me to. Sure, here you go. It says previous RMA number. What is that? Hey, Bray, what is previous RMA number? I answered you the first time you asked. So if you ask a question, you can bet I'm probably going to answer it. Just pay attention. Anyway, have you sent this product in to MSI under your name before? No. I said that's for a number. If you have sent the item before, you would have a number for a previous RMA. Have you done that? No. You do not have a previous RMA number. So it should be able to leave it blank. If you cannot, you might be on the wrong form. You're not trying to send in the power supply. You're just trying to order something for that power supply. If you cannot do it through a form, email their support and tell them your situation. Or call. There you go. No problem. Now, as for Oreo, you're Jaeger8148 on YouTube. I answered you when you asked that there. I asked you a few questions and you did not answer me. So there it is. There you go. I don't get it, guys. Y'all can hear me, right? Is this thing on? Testing? I mean, I think it's on. Right? Cool. What did I, okay. Sorry, that wasn't supposed to be that loud. It's because I wanted to get the sound effects of the wheel. That's all. We hear you. I figured, Araxis. I did figure. I figured that. But I appreciate the confirmation. Thank you very much. Oh, the alternate full for Galarian Rapidash looks so good, but I unironically prefer the Kanto Rapidash because for some reason it gives me big Fire Steed Pegasus from God of War. I love the God of War games. I just think that Galarian Ponyta and Rapidash was just an absolute, like, you know what? We're Pokemon. We don't care. We're making this thing absolutely colorful and awesome. And check out how magical this looks. Oh, yeah. I love it. Yes, I already answered the questions. Indeed, I did. Also, not gonna lie, I dislike AI subtitling so much because it's always so incorrect that I didn't even spend a second on that. Instead, spent like 2 hours manually subtitling on my video. It all depends. It all depends. It works somewhat well for me, but until I get to technical terms and then it gets everything wrong, or names, it gets wrong very often. Yeah. Okay. So, Coltrane, thank you for waiting. It's your turn. $4,000 pre-built, boutique, all black, 4K gaming, and yeah. Now, before we get started on this, I really should say that and he was never heard from again. Okay. This immediately makes me think of Alexander PCs, but you do have a micro center there. Now, let me tell you this. Okay, Coltrane, are you there? You're still there. So, I imagine you're still there, right? I didn't take that long on the Pokemon nonsense, right? You can get your stuff from Micro Center. They're not really boutique though. You chose boutique here, and a boutique pre-built means that you have an artist building your PC. Okay, a single builder from start to finish builds your PC at one of these smaller boutique builder companies. You're supporting a small business by getting a boutique build in pretty much in almost every circumstance there. They build it from start to finish themselves. They have more time to do the build. They put more attention into things like cable management and how well everything is put together. You get in generally speaking, a better buying experience, a better experience receiving the PC, and a better ownership experience. Now, you've purchased from Alexander PCs before. Oh, you already know then. Natty, are you trying to put links in my chat? You know, you can't do that. It's not. I'm sorry about that. Okay. So you've already purchased from Alexander PCs before. Okay, well, just to clear this up for anyone else filling out the form, I do account for whether you have a micro center near you, but you don't want to buy from there, by putting an option here that says, where it says, do you live near a micro center location? You have the option to say yes, no, or yes, but I don't want to get my PC there for situations just like yours. So when I see this, I'm like, oh, they want to buy from micro center. Okay. Sometimes people rush through the form though. So Okay. So I wanted to do this one because it's all black. But the thing is, the hardware takes it above the price range. Also, the 5070 Ti that you would think would go in here is not available right now to Alexander PCs. I just talked to TJ earlier today. He was like, my distributor, just like, nope, ain't got any. Sorry. Yeah. And then it goes very quickly above budget once you get to a 5080, because 5080s are being just price gouged right now like crazy by distributors, to be clear. Like they're not being nice to smaller system integrators, that's for sure. So basically what we do is we do a PC that works in terms of the budget and everything, and then you just say, hey, I want 0 RGB, or you can just turn off your RGB. There you go. That's another option. Let's see what we've got here. Now you're trying to game in 4K. So I'm going to try to do a 5080 if there's one available to you with another setup here. Let's see. Yeah, look at that. Look what we did. Love the lifetime warranty, but I'm not saying I wouldn't buy from them. Well, but you said you wanted boutique, right? Like Micro Center doesn't really do that. I don't know. It's not really, that's not explained in the form, I guess. Okay. Sure. Yeah. Well, regardless, what if we go to 9800 X3D? It goes up. That's above budget. And I can basically just give you a $50 discount. This was so close until we went to the 9800 X3D. Okay, what else we got? I think the Archon did not have a 5080 option. Like, y'all don't understand. Like, the last thing TJ ever wanted to do was raise prices, and he's just been forced into it. Everyone has. Everyone's had to raise their prices, essentially. Okay, the closest Alexander PCs gets, if you want to have that lifetime warranty, this is an upgrade to the 5080 plus a 1,000 watt power supply, 9800 X3D. If you go Core Ultra 7 265K, which is, by the way, pretty much except for like a few games, just about equal in performance to 9800 X3D until you go to like a 5090 perhaps. When you're gaming in 4K, when you're gaming in 1080p, that's when the 9800 X3D matters. Now, unless if you're playing Call of Duty specifically, well, a few specific games, Call of Duty, Rust, I think Battlefield 6 is a third one. And then real-time strategy games, Microsoft Flight Simulator. That's mostly it. But basically, this would be, with the 9800 X3D, $150 over your budget. However, that is including shipping and the lifetime warranty. If you want to get a better warranty, like, you just can't get a lifetime warranty from Micro Center. You cannot get it. It's not an option. You can't get it from most places, to be fair. Micro Center, you're going to pay a few hundred extra dollars just to get to like a 3-year warranty. That's it. If we do a custom build there. It's a Twitch clip. I thought it was the one thing that was allowed. If it's a link, is it a link? Yeah, it's not. What clip was it? Was it of something I did or another stream? Or was it me? I don't know. Cut down on the options you can pick from since I bought mine. No screen, for example, on the Gladiator. Yeah. I mean, I would say on this. Yeah, I don't know. I'd basically look at this setup here and say, hey, can I get this, but in, without the Corsair setup? The thing about it is this. Coltrane, if you specifically said you like the warranty here, I would push you towards. Okay, come on, camera. I didn't even do anything. I just here. DJI, get good, man. There's a reason I switched away from using the gimbal to using this. It's just really annoying. Anyway, there's no other SI that I'd recommend that does a lifetime warranty, period. If you like the warranty with Alexander PCs, you're spoiled for anyone else when it comes to system integrators, boutique system integrators. Nobody else does a lifetime warranty, period. Yeah, but they did cut down some of the options. Honestly, what you're going to see with businesses like this is they're just trying to survive. They're just trying to survive through. And if there's one that I think can do it, it's Alexander PCs. TJ's a really, really smart dude. But this is they're having to batten down the hatches for winter here. Warranty is super nice, but not 100% needed. I upgrade every 2 to 3 years. Okay. I need AMD for future-proofing the system. You're talking about socket AM5, right? Just to be clear, socket AM5 has been around for like years now. And while they'll likely still support it even after AM6 comes out, we're probably just a year and a half from that happening, from AM6 coming out. Now, the next series, the next Ryzen CPUs, supposedly will also be AM5. But we're probably just a year and a half, maybe a couple years from AM6 coming out. Future-proofing does not exist. Just increased upgradability to a certain extent. That's all that is. If you got an AM5 motherboard when they first came out, that's about as close as you can get to future-proofing, because it's like you're in at the very beginning. We're on already the second out of 3 or 4 generations of CPUs. So we're more than halfway through AM4. And 9000 series has been out for a year and a few months. So we'll be looking at the next generation late this year, probably, of CPUs. That would be for AM5. And it's likely going to be the last generation that is specifically for AM5 before AM6 comes out. That is speculation on my part, but I'm going by trends. I'm going by, they supported AM4 for an ungodly amount of time. I don't think they intend to do that again with AM5, not quite as long, but they'll still be releasing new CPUs for it. It just won't be the darling top of the line CPUs. As long as you're okay with that. But if you're looking at future proofing, I mean, an abacus is a good idea. That's the only place where future proofing exists if you're trying to compute things. Bought 1 pack for my series of cards, 15 Canadian. Oof. Yeah, getting those packs from Walmart for like $4 or $5, like for MSRP, was nature's healing. It's taking its time. Correct. But it is better to have the option if needed, rather than an Intel Ultra socket. Sure. I mean, and I that's the thing that bugs me about Intel, like, the most. If you're handy, like if you're the type that likes to upgrade PCs, I mean, swapping a motherboard is a pain, but it's not something that I wouldn't do if AMD fell off completely. If AMD completely fell off for one reason or another, and Intel was the GOAT, I'd be like, all right, I'll just swap out the motherboard in 4 years. Sure. It's cheaper than the CPU, But, Yeah, AMD provides, they support upgrading. They really do. And I support that they support that. Anyways, future proofing is one of those things if I hear it, I have to stop and give my my 2 cents on it. It's a term that will stop me in my tracks to temper expectations. Kind of my job in that case. Anyway, so if you've already built this, you already know. And, you know, if you decide you want to get this, just put my name in as a code. You get $50 off. There you go. That's that whole thing explained. Now, I was having problems with the Stints Built website, the configurator. And I think I told Jeff about it. I hope I did. I need to tell Jeff about it if I didn't. Let me check and see if it's still an issue. Not to say that that's specific where I'm going to go next. Let's see. Systems. I just got to go here. It was just having an error pop up at the top. Yeah, but Stints Built is awesome too. If you've never checked out Stints Built, they're really good. But most people are. If you're into this stuff at all, you've probably heard of Jeff Stints. If you watch streams of this kind of thing, yeah. This build is the best I found as well. Glad to know someone like you found this right away. Now I can trust it. And I've bought from Alexander in the past. They're absolutely amazing. Alexander PCs is the company that I have been working with the longest. And if you're ever in doubt in our community, go to SI Testimonials and read up on Alexander PCs. It's like 100% positive. And it goes back years. A few years. I haven't had SI Testimonials in Discord forever. But ever since I did, Alexander PCs has been getting all of the praise in there. So, yeah. This is pretty much the closest to what you're looking for. You can turn off the RGB 100%. But remember this, and this is the most important thing, Coltrane. And I'm not going to turn off my camera. Okay. This is a boutique builder. And by definition, that means admin@alexanderpcs.com. Email with any concerns or questions or customizations you want. If you want to just tell them, hey, I was thinking about the Spartan. My budget's 4K. I want everything a lot like the Spartan, 5080, 9800X3D, but I want it all blacked out. I want it in this case, whatever. TJ will hook you up. He'll help you out. Whether that's what he does. This is for someone who just wants to come in and buy whatever they see. So reach out to admin@alexanderpcs.com and say, I'm a previous customer. I'd like to customize the Spartan to a different case. I want 0 RGB. Help me out. That will be cheaper for them to build, so it should get this under budget. Hope that helps. Boxes of 36 packs go over 400 Canadian on eBay. Now, are you talking about for Pokemon? Maybe we'll see Intel with the next socket build a long-term platform that has meaningful upgrade paths. Nope. They're not going to do that. I've talked to Intel about this. They're not interested. However, that could change. Obsidian Flames. Oh, yeah. Luffy, Obsidian Flames is, I'm fairly certain, no longer in print. That is going to be more expensive. 100%. Now, here's the thing. If you're trying to get a booster box of Obsidian Flames for really cheap, all you actually have to do is and then you consume the boiled ostrich egg under a gibbous moon. And that's how you do it. Okay. Also love that they fully update and configure the PC to your liking before they ship it to you. They again are great. Yeah, the blueprint, absolutely the blueprint. Where's my sponsor, Alexander PCs? Yeah, let them keep their money. They're trying to keep their employees employed right now through what is going to be much harder than the GPU shortages of COVID, after COVID, or around COVID. Like, yeah. It's basically that they see the data that most people don't upgrade their CPU, so they don't bother. I mean, the thing is, if you can get a solid motherboard for like $200, but the CPU costs you $500, I mean, yeah, I think it's just baked into it. And I mean, if you look at it, Core Ultra 200S, compared to their previous behavior, Core Ultra 200S is an anomaly. Because before, like, LGA 1700 went for a few years with 12th gen, 13th gen, and the 14th gen refresh. Core Ultra 200S, LGA 1851 that's it. A refresh. We're going to get a refresh for Core Ultra 200S, and then that's it. It sucks. It really pissed me off because I've been here shouting the praises of the 265K, the best deal in consumer desktop CPUs, period. And then they're like, yeah, all those people that you helped out that got that, they can't upgrade to the next generation of CPUs, just a refresh. Thanks, Intel. Too bad my name's not Steve. And I could do the thanks Steve thing, but we all know who they're talking to. They're talking to Steve Burke. What do you say we spin the wheel again, yeah? Sound good? I'm not waiting for an answer. Yes, it does. That's the wrong screen. Oh, I picked up one of these. This thing is so sad. Like, I just wanted something to add to the wheel, guys. And everyone has been freaking out with excitement for the 30th anniversary, right? So what does Pokemon do? They release this 30th anniversary Pokemon Day box of stuff. Collection, they call it. It's 3 packs, a coin, and an admittedly cute and stamped promo card. And I'm pretty sure the fault lies with GameStop because this was $39.99. This is a terrible product. Do not buy it. I just needed something that is an actual sad option for the wheel. And if you look at the Pokemon Day 2026 thing here, it's got a little sad face there. The coin is dope, but this should have been $19.99. This should have cost $19.99. That's what it should have cost. Yo, Nico Knows Tech, thank you for the 100 biddies. Let's go, nerds. Hold on. There it is. There's the lines. What's up, buddy? How's it going? Braithorn, hope you superstar. Hope you're doing good, brother. Hope you're doing well too. Yeah, I've been struggling to help people out with the landscape the way it is, which is why I'm getting into Pokemon stuff on the side. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be a fun channel, regardless. I get to play video games and rip Pokemon packs. It's gonna be great, but still. Okay, I was about to record for it too. Good brother. Just got back from the beach. Nice. Gonna head back to the U.S. soon. Where are you at? Actually, then you out of the country? Okay. Let's go to this. This is my setup. By the way, Nico, check this out. This is my setup for recording Pokemon shorts, right? So I got the stuff here. I can rip the packs there, right? Neat, if the focus works. I've got this shot here for this shot right here for face cam. And then if I want to include chat in something, I got them right there. And for the short, we just move the shot to whichever of the three is needed. And if I need a wider shot, got it. Pretty nice, huh? I need to actually do a desktop view thing like this for whenever I want to do a short that's tech related, but whatever. It works for this. Easy shorts edit. I love it. Yeah, basically, we're trying to crank out at least 5 a week for the Pokemon channel as we ramp up. If once we get a real, I have hours and hours of stuff for us to edit because I started recording stuff for it back in November. We're trying to get it to where we have so much of a backlog that I can just very casually make more as I go, and we should have plenty of content for a while. Especially if things get too expensive, I can't afford anything because of the industry slowdown, things like that. Then I can just chill for a while until that channel starts making money. It'd be good. You got to diversify. That is what we got to do, everybody. We got to diversify when things get rough. Getting like the worst feeling of deja vu when it comes to the PC climate and prices and such. Yeah, I mean, GPU shortages. Araxnus, at least you can rest easy knowing this. It is going to be worse than the GPU shortages, unfortunately. Business PCs that sell by the tens of thousands every year don't need GPUs. They didn't need GPUs during the GPU shortages. They do need RAM and storage to function. So it is objectively worse, but give me a second. I'll come up with something, a positive spin. Come on, Bray. You got this. Come on, buddy. Come on. Who wants to open Pokemon cards? I do. I want to. This is why it's so fatiguing, guys. This is why I needed something else to throw in between helping people out. By the way, this is cool. One of the wheel options, and you'll see it here, is I mentioned this before, but it's where is it at? It's Journey Together Face Off. And I have 2 of these that have 3 packs that I got from Walmart. And I have 1 of these that has 6 packs. And it's going to be like, what's better, the blister packs from Walmart or a booster bundle from a card shop? So see which one hits better. I like little face-offs like that. That's going to make for fun shorts. You can't just be here like, oh, okay, guys, it's another pack. Unless you're really good, okay? Like Pat can do it. Deep Short Pocket Monster, Deep Pocket Monster can do it. He's just like, let's open this one pack, and he's just so good at it. I ain't there. I'm not going to pretend I'm there. We'll get there. Okay. This is such a good set, though. Look at this. This Ogerpon EX one. Look at the teal mask Ogerpon. Oh, you know what? You'll see it if I open it. Okay. All right. Calm down. All right. Let's not be like that. Okay. Recording here in a second. Cool. I've got some cool Pokemon stuff I could open, and even some not as cool Pokemon stuff I could open, but sometimes it's hard to decide. Let's let the wheel decide for us. Let's see what we get. I really want to open that Ogerpon Premium Collection. Let's see what we get. Oh, it's even bigger than that. The Hydreigon and Dragapult EX Premium Collection. Let's go. Oh, that's not the best presentation of that. I'm going to remove this. There we go. Get that out of the way. Get this out of the way. This thing, don't buy this. Don't buy this, okay? We'll talk about it in another short. Okay. Yeah, you can go away. All right, get out of here. Get out of here. All right. All right. There we go. So this thing is huge. Look at this. Hydreigon EX and Dragapult EX Premium Collection. There are 10 booster packs in here, plus Dragapult EX and Hydreigon EX cards, promo cards, plus the giant card. Everybody loves the giant cards, right? Keep making those Pokemon. Everybody really loves those. Anyways, but I love boxes like this because you can get a variety of pack. I love products like this because you can get packs from a variety of sets. So let's see what came with this collection here. It can be a little hard to open, but okay. You don't put any perforated things on this to open it. Okay. This one just came in the mail today. The fact that I rolled this today is really exciting. Today, there we go. So this is going to house, it's not very bad the way that it's not too bad the way they put these in, because you just take out the backing and it does. I haven't gotten any damaged promo cards from this kind of setup before. So it's not the worst. There we go. There they are. Let's get a closer look at these two cards, and they are absolutely gorgeous IMO. And those are going to be both. This should be they're both upgrades for the Pokédex. And yes, they do count as me catching these Pokemon, even though the promo cards, all right? I don't want to hear it. That counts. So let's just sleeve these guys up. And then we're going to see what else is in this not little collection. And we will rip all the packs, so stick around. And then, of course, you get everyone's favorite, the giant card. Should I have a wall of these? I don't have many yet, but I imagine after a while I will. It is cool, though. It is cool to see such detail, how much detail they put into the artwork for these. I do like them. I like them. I joke about people liking them. I actually like them. All right. Okay, and let's see what we got. So we have... Ooh, I see Surging Sparks. Ooh, I see 5 packs of Surging Sparks and 5 packs of Twilight Masquerade. So, is this going to be difficult to get out? Come on, buddy. Okay, so it's not a huge variety, actually. You get 5 packs of Twilight Masquerade, and then you get, this is what I'm excited about, 5 packs of Surging Sparks, both Scarlet and Violet subsets. And I really like some of the cards in Surging Sparks, and there's some pretty good ones in Twilight Masquerade, but not enough for me to get an ETB of it or something. So we are going to start off with the 5 packs of Twilight Masquerade. Let's just go through these, shall we? We're going to save the Hydreigon. We're going to save the Dragapult EX artwork one for last. Although I really like the Ogerpon one too. Okay, that's second to last. It's cool though, because you do get, I think this is the full art set too, where you get all the pack arts as well, and then just one extra Blood Moon Ursaluna here. There is a very good Blood Moon Ursaluna, I believe, in this set, but really the Ogerpon is I think the Ogerpon might be I don't know. There's a solid chase card in here. Which one has the Perrin SAR? I don't remember. But that's a really funny one. I want that one. It's a really cool card in general, but I want that one to put right next to Bonsly because I think that's the card that it matches with best. Stick with the 4090. The 4090 beats a 5080. Sorry, I'm recording right now. So, Dangerix, welcome to the stream. But yeah, the 4090 beats the 5080 in most circumstances. Yeah. All right, this should just be one card to the front here, and let's get into it here. Energy Caretaker. I have a shiny Glimmet. That doesn't help me right there. I have a nice Lampent card. Poltergeist, I think, is new for the Pokedex. That's going to be good. Tatsugiri, I believe I have. Farigiraf could be new, actually. Jamming Tower, nice. Caretaker Reverse. Lairon. I think Lairon is a new one. This is gorgeous artwork on this, by the way. I would like, look at that. It's like Lairon in a Monet. Monairon? Anyway, what's the rare card here? Pheasantipity Hollow. I have Pheasantipity EX, so that is not going to be a great choice for that. But I'm going to get excited about anything that's going to be in addition to the Pokedex. And by the way, anyone looking for help on PC stuff, I just do this between helping people out for a second channel for Pokemon, both video games and TCG stuff that I'm making on the side that is going to be launching like later this month. So, or maybe it might be early March. I really want to get it up before the end of February, though. My editor's working really hard on trying to get a lot of content out. I've recorded a lot of stuff. Anyway, side notes done. Back to work. Okay, pack number 2. Okay, it's going to be our energy card there to the front end. There we go. Dracloak. Nice. Did I have a Dracloak? I think I did. Poliwhirl. Let me center this. Tangela. Shinx. Rayfurt. Diplin. Chi-Yu. I have Chi-Yu EX. I'm good. Reverse Spinarak. Could be an upgrade. Reverse Hollow Crawdaunt. And Walking Wake. I have, I believe, an upgrade over this in the Walking Wake. I got the Walking Wake tin, so I have a better version of this. Well, I think it was an EX card. So I don't think I need that one. But just in case, I am going to sleeve it. I don't know. It might be. I don't know. I think I'm good, though. Honestly, people yap about Ogerpon or say whatever. Or I really like Ogerpon. I like Ogerpon as a legendary. I had a lot of fun with the storyline for that, and then also using Ogerpon to great effect. So, in some Terra raids, I had a lot of fun with that. Okay. Energy Caretaker again. Another Glimmet. Don't need it. Another Lampent. Another Poltergeist. Is this, what am I getting? Y'all getting Deja Vu? Okay, Ambipom. There we go. That's different. Oops. Aggron. Cool. Okay, we had Lairon, so there you go. Cook. Reverse Tadbulb. We got an SAR. We got Lana's Aid. Yo, look at that. Oh, that's an awesome card. Yo, look at this. This is freaking awesome. Look at this. What a beautiful SAR. Look at that. Oh, man. And the Teal Mask Ogerpon behind it. Dude. No freaking way we got an SAR. Look at this. You can do it, camera. Look at that beautiful artwork. So excited. Also, don't worry if you see my hands shaking. I have something called essential tremors. And what it means is my hands shake. That's literally it. So don't worry about that. I'm good. That is an awesome card. I'm super stoked about that. The whole box is worth it to me now. But we're not even halfway through these packs though. I got to pick up the pace. This video is supposed to be 3 minutes. How am I going to slow it down that much? Come on. Editing is how. That's how that works. Okay, Energy, Ducklet, Ninetales, Trevenant, Emolga. Am I out of? Yeah, there we go. Emolga, Clefable, Tatsugiri, Farigiraf, Shinx again, Sandygast. It's an Asako Ito knitted Sandygast reverse hollow. That I love that. I kind of want to get all of these. I got the Audino full art, and I love that card. So yeah, that one's going off to the side here. And we have holofoil rare Heatran. Hollow Heatran. Heatran. Last pack of Twilight Masquerade. Are we sleeping on this set? You can get Twilight Masquerade ETBs for not that much, like $70 or so, or some like, or even, yeah, around that. Whereas you have like Black Bolt, White Flare already creeping up in price, even though they were fairly recent. They were like the last Scarlet and Violet sets, right? That's already starting to climb in price. Well, there's a lot of great hits in those. Twilight Masquerade, I don't know. But am I sleeping on Twilight Masquerade? Should we get a Twilight Masquerade ETB? Or am I just being swayed by getting an SAR? I could be. Okay. Halucha. Tangrowth. Come on. Venipede. Chansey. Is Chansey? No, I'm sure I got a Chansey at one point. Cramorant. Cramorant is insane. Have you seen what Cramorant does at low health? It does a certain move, like a dive move, and then it comes up and it's got freaking Pikachu in its mouth, just like, getting eaten. It's freaking awesome. It's so funny. The first time I saw that, I went in not knowing about it, and it just freaked me out. I was like, Pikachu, are you okay? No, he was not. He was not okay. Tatsugiri, Farigiraf, Reverse Hollow Diplin, Chimecho, and Palafin EX is dope. Look at that. I like that EX. He's just punching. That's a good EX. I like it. Okay, I'll take it. Twilight Masquerade doing good. Let's see if Surging Sparks. Let's see if Surging Sparks can beat it. Let's see if Surging Sparks can beat it. Okay. Yeah, that's awesome. I'm also putting this into a sleeve as well. I do want to get more of those cards. But that really is kind of the extent. Did we get another EX? Hold on. Let me see. Did I miss another EX? That's what we got, though. That's cool. Like, absolutely, it's cool. We got an SAR. Did I miss any? No, that was it. My belly is growling. I need to get food soon. I'm very hungry. Yeah, that's it. Okay. Still not bad. Not bad at all for just 5 random packs in this. And getting that SAR is crazy. I'm really happy with that. Well, let's see how Surging Sparks does. We got 5 packs to find out. There are some really good chase cards in here. Really good chase cards. So The videos for these guys are going to be so much shorter than what you're experiencing. Uh-oh. Oops. Did not mean to spin the wheel. I hit my mouse. Inferno X Mega Pack. Yeah, we're not removing it. Shut up. Shut up. Okay. All right. But yeah, the videos are going to be so much faster. Energy. Okay, so Vibrava. Let me get these out of the way, actually. I might separate these in how I report the effect on the Pokédex, like how many cards were gained or how many Pokemon were caught, how many were upgraded. Okay. Okay, Vibrava. Klefki. Fuecoco. Look at Fuecoco. I love that. I love that. Such a great starter. Glimora. Kind of weirded me out when I first saw it. Koraidon. Dragon Elixir. Goldango. I don't know if there is some kind of SAR for Goldango, but I want it. I know a lot of people in VGC don't like Goldango. I do. A lot of people use Goldango in VGC because it's very powerful. Cofarigus, Mankey, Gastrodon. I think that's my first Gastrodon card, and it's a holo. That's nice. Okay. I honestly am going to split this up into two. I really should. It's too long. Just in case, we'll say this. We opened the Ogerpon EX Premium Collection and got 5 packs of Twilight Masquerade and 5 packs of Surging Sparks in there. I already opened Twilight Masquerade and got an SAR out of one of those 5 packs. So let's see if Surging Sparks can even come close. Okay, there we go. That's a little intro for that, just in case. Okay, pack number 2 of Surging Sparks. Let's see. Another more different Glimmet. Okay. It's not different. Magnemite, Panseer, Oranguru, Miraidon. That's a cool Miraidon card. Okay, that's a cool card. Drayton, Wo-Chen. The only I have EX cards for all but one of the Treasures of Ruin, and Wo-Chen is the only one missing. I don't even know if there is a Wo-Chen EX. Something I could very easily Google. The answer is right here. If it's a yes, there is one. Oh, okay, what? Huh? Let me guess. The Wo-Chen EX is the next card, right? You went from an uncommon to an uncommon reverse, and then no. Okay, we got a reverse Koraidon and Iron Crown Holo. I have. No, that's Iron Leaves, not Iron Crown. That's nice. I don't know if I have a better Iron Crown card. I'll take it. Okay, 3 left. Literally, the work of making these shorts is taking a 20-minute recording and making it a 3-minute short form video. It's a lot of work. It's very hard. Sorry, Onward, if you're getting to this later. Come on, Pack. What is your problem? Ooh, there's a card that's like sticking up. I don't want to bend it. There we go. Watch, it was just a code card. I'll bet you. It was. Thanks, code card. Get out of here. All right. Okay, basic energy. There we go. Look at this Snorlax. Oh, okay. There we go. What is he doing? Why is he like that? Is he gonna charge? Did he sit on something? Pokey that you want to sit on? Like thorn bush or something. Ow. What is going on there? I don't know. Anyway. Primeape. All right. Focus, please. There we go. Rufflet, Trapinch, Magnezone, Technical Machine, Fluorite. That's my first one of those. Quaquavel. I think I have I might have an EX for that. Togetic reverse, Diglett reverse, Alolan Diglett reverse, and another Iron Crown. Surging Sparks. I said nice things about you. Can you not make a liar out of me? Prismatic Evolution and Paradox Rift have full art Goldango cards. I ain't buying no Prismatic Evolution, I'll tell you that. That is expensive stuff. Okay, come on, buddy. Why are these cards in particular giving me a problem? There we go. Okay. All of this gets sped through. A lot of the stuff gets sped through. And some of it's just going to be voiceover. I might be doing voiceover instead of you hearing what I'm saying here. We're going to be mixing that up to make these as easy to watch and kind of fun to watch as possible. I'm interested. I think I'm more interesting still when I talk about computer stuff. I'm trying, like, I want to get interesting when it comes to talking about Pokemon cards. I'll get there. I don't have anywhere near the level of expertise that I do with PCs. Okay. Energy, Oricorio. I have a very nice promo card of Oricorio. So that's Scatterbug, Wattrel, Simisear. Stop moving all the cards. Drayton, Wo-Chien, again, Meddling Memo, Quaxley reverse. That could be an upgrade for my Quaxley card. Ninetales reverse, and Terapagos Hollow. I have a better Terapagos card. So, okay. Last pack. Come on. I can't just. I guess I can't be mad. I got an SAR out of Twilight Masquerade, but come on, Surging Sparks. Give me something good here. I wonder what Kiki would say. If I ever meet Kiki and Kiki Rips, by the way, shout out. If I ever meet Kiki and like, I'll just link him this video if I get a certain Pikachu card out of this. And he's been chasing a very long time. Kiki Rip's a very good channel though. Like, you gotta, if you're watching this, shorts of this, and you're not following Kiki, what are you doing? It's a really good channel. Orangaroo. Did I not do the pack trick? Hold on. Energy. Yeah, there you go. Basic energy. There it is. Vulpix. Swablu. Sandygast. Wo-Chien again. Enough with the Wo-Chien. Meddling Memo. Magneton. Reverse Smoochum. I think that's my first Smoochum. Reverse Skarmory. We did get a Mega Skarmory EX. In the final card, another Iron Crown. Well, we have a winner, and that is going to be Twilight Masquerade, because we got 0 hits from Surging Sparks, but we got these two from Twilight Masquerade, including this SAR that is just awesome. So, all right. Well, we'll see what the wheel chooses first next time. Get subscribed. I guess I'm just making that a thing. I like it a lot because I actually have a problem with choosing what I want to open. So it helps me choose. It's great. Wow. Surging Sparks. Get good. Oh, man. Sucks to suck, huh? Sucks to be terrible. Just, it affects me. So it's fine. Oh, also I got these two. I forgot to mention. Well, I did that when I opened the box. If anything, we might just make that all one and skip a lot of my talking. Most of the talking you're hearing there, like, it's fine for a stream of consciousness stream, a live stream, right? Y'all are used to that. Y'all are used to me just yapping. If I want to make fun, engaging content for just ripping packs and chatting a little bit about it here and there, I either have to be swiping through the cards a lot faster or opening fewer. And opening fewer is going to become a thing as soon as I start running low on stuff. I'm going to be really slowing that down. And that's something that I have an option for. But I've still been able to find good, cheap, sealed product for a while now. So we'll see if that changes. I'm going to change. We'll see. This is a gorgeous card. I'm super happy with this. That is awesome. I think I saw somebody pull it while they were doing this, and I was like, oh, that's a really cool one. You know? I like SAR trainer cards. It's just the downside, guys, is that it doesn't do a lot of good for the Pokédex because they're not in the Pokédex. They are trainers. So, yeah. That's the downside for sure. Get all our energy cards. Put them where energy cards go. And then I have my Surging Sparks and Twilight Masquerade. Twilight Masquerade freaking cooked. The heck? What the heck? So I just put these here. And I know what that was for. Okay. And trainer cards go there. Cool. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. I want to love Surging Sparks, but I've yet to pull anything I've liked. Too soon. Too soon. That just happened to me. Hey, Chris, thank you for giving everyone a heads up that if they're watching on YouTube, you absolutely have the power to hit the like button if you so choose. But I am thinking I'm probably going to end it a little early tonight. There's nobody else to help on the list. I have to stop opening Pokemon stuff because I have to save it for future streams, even though I would like to just rip all of it right now. That'd be great. But then I would be sad because I won't have anything to look forward to until I think I have one more thing coming in before the pre-ordered stuff that I have. But I mean, the list, y'all saw the wheel. There's still options there. I still have most of the Nihil Zero and the Inferno X booster boxes, or the Japanese boxes. I still have a lot of Mega Evolution for Mega Mondays, but I've already recorded 3 of those. So like, I can chill on that until I need to record some more. And honestly, we have a lot of footage from before I had the current format that I have for the setup. We got to figure out how to edit those. I don't want to necessarily just throw all that footage away. We might speed through a lot of it and say this was me building the Pokédex in the first place, and starting in on this on the new hobby, and then just Gardevoir Mega Evolutions ETB. That'd probably be where I would start, because that's where I started recording how many new Pokemon there were and how many upgrades there were. I don't know. And that was like right after CES. So that would make sense. But there's a lot of content before that I don't want to get rid of. Like opening up the Mega Charizard X UPC. That thing was expensive. I want a video out of that. Hold on. So what do we do now? Now we find a friend and we take the party to them. Who's up? Who's up? Who haven't I rated in a while? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'll check that out. We're getting Infinity here. Look at that. I'm sorry, Nate. I don't know if you wanted me to show it on the, like, I need to check the content and the content. You haven't given me any like info on what it is, so I'll check it out off stream. Who am I rating? No, I rated both of them recently. I guess I haven't rated silver in a while. So let's raid silver. Okay. Come along, everybody. Let's watch someone catching a lot of shiny Pokemon. Yeah, I appreciate that. I'll check that out. I'm looking forward to it. That's going to be it, guys, for this one. I will be back on Thursday for another stream. I'm going to be out of town for a few days next week. So Sunday and Tuesday, those are going to have to be rescheduled for later in the week. But that's going to be it for tonight. I'll catch y'all on Thursday at around 8 p.m. Central. I'm looking at the wrong camera. Until then, take care.
Let's go, nerds!